Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Friday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hope you had a great Thursday. If you watched the NBA Finals, we'll do that here in a second. Did you watch any of the game at all, Sip?
I did. Good morning to you guys.
Good morning. Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Short week for you on the show. How's that feel?
It feels wonderful.
Feels like a 12-0 type of
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
right. Could be 12, yeah.
Yeah.
Got action outside.
We do. We got some breakers outside the building.
Yeah,
Morning.
good morning to you guys. No, we're not mailing it in.
No. This show never mails it in.
You guys are up and getting some stuff done.
Yeah, 6 a.m. work over here outside today.
Yeah, we're looking outside onto O Street.
Nice hat.
What are we at? 11th and O.
1040 O Street, 11th and O.
And here we are.
Yes, we are here on a Friday.
Discuss sporting matters.
Sports.
All the sports and more. In this
Sporting matters.
wonderful time of the year where there's MLB and NBA finals going on.
And hockey.
And hockey. That starts tomorrow.
Starts tomorrow.
Edmonton and the Panthers. Florida Panthers and Edmonton Oilers in the Stanley Cup Finals.
We still have plenty to talk about, so we're fine.
We do.
It's June. It's June.
It's June 7th today.
Yeah, it moves so fast.
And soon, we'll be 2 months away from fall camp, really. Just under 2 months away.
Yep.
It'll jump on you pretty quick.
It'll be here soon.
I caught that game in the third quarter. I was working last night. I'm actually doing work, and I had it on in the background. Then I kind of launched into it in the third quarter. It was a good time because Dallas had cut a 29-point deficit to, I think they got it to.
I saw about to 14, I think it was.
No, they got closer. Now they got to 9.
Okay, I didn't watch that.
Yeah, they got the single digits, and then Boston re-broke, we'll call it, and I think they kind of sprinted off. But I missed the fourth quarter due to sleep.
Well, the fourth quarter was blowout, so the game 107-89 final score. Nothing special there at all.
107. Well, if you're a Boston fan.
Well, if you're a Celtics fan, sure, but if you want a good competitive basketball game, that was not it. And Alex's sweep is out the window.
I want to address that. I wanted to address that. Alex texted me that the Mavs will sweep tonight. Then last night while the game was going on, I said, "No, well, but this is." I said it politely. He said I was joking. Alex said he was joking. He still thinks the Mavs will win in 6.
Do you think he was joking? You know him well better than we do.
If the Mavs would have swept him, I think he would have said, "Actually, I can't take credit for this."
I don't want to go too far into it because he'll get mad at me. But I don't know. But now he's saying Mavs in 6. He goes, it's not a problem.
Oh, he still thinks the Mavs will win.
Yeah, he thinks
They'll come
Mavs
back
in
from this.
6.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Stands by his Mavs pick at least. It's not a sweep anymore, obviously.
Porzingis is a problem.
He had a good second half in that game.
It's incredible. He missed 5 weeks. Came in, played 20 minutes, had 20 points, rebounds, blocks.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Interesting.
Yeah,
By the way,
I didn't watch. I hardly watched any of it. I was watching softball.
We have a champion
softball
for the 4th straight year.
Yes, I was watching softball.
Oklahoma, who lost Jordy Ball to Nebraska, by the way. Jordy Ball and Oklahoma wins their 4th consecutive College World Series in softball.
4 straight?
4 straight.
Zip. 4 straight.
It's never been done.
It's incredible.
Yeah, it's that. Yeah, it's
I'm taken aback.
Yeah.
Yes, you should be.
And that game got a little out of hand. Now, I was flipping back and forth of watching, but never did I really watch. No, I really didn't watch the NBA game hardly at all, except for a few little moments when it got down to 9, I got flipped back over.
Yeah.
But by the end of the first quarter, it's kind of like, oh. When I turned it on for the first time, they were up by 20.
Yeah, so
they being the Celtics.
Yeah, I had no idea. Going back to the Oklahoma won its 4th straight national title in softball.
4th straight.
The crowd was nuts. How about this one? Who was sitting back just chuckling? Greg Sankey.
Yeah.
Who are we bringing into the SEC? Oklahoma and Texas. Who was just in the national?
They're playing each other in the finals.
Play each other in the finals. So the two Big 12 teams coming in the SEC are the two best. And don't forget, in the SEC, there's 13 teams that play softball. Guess how many qualified for the tournament?
How many?
What's that? 13.
Oh my God.
All 13 went to the NCAA tournament. All 13.
I mean, the SEC.
That's pretty telling.
That's why
That's
I'm
pretty
telling
telling.
you, when people say, Sipple, the Big Ten's the best conference, I'm like, really? Where? By
It's
what
a
measure?
good conference. It's not the best, though.
It's the richest.
The richest has
you got that going
it
for
really
you.
has the most TVs.
Yeah, it's the richest. But, I mean, I think baseball might be a little better than the Big Ten.
Yeah,
of course
yeah,
it is.
maybe
Of course
so.
it is.
It got away from Texas late. Oklahoma scored some runs late, like 4, 5 runs or 3, whatever it was, like that in the 7th to kind of put things away, or in the 6th, whatever it was. Anyway, but the Texas down 2, they hit a ground ball to score to put runners on first and third with 1 out left, and the runner who had to race out the play at first, because it was a play at first. The second baseman bobbled the ball. Okay, makes it, and she rounds the wrong way, and they tag her out.
And she turned left instead of turning right.
Yeah, she didn't. She did
the thing.
That's elementary level here.
It was like
elementary.
She kind of got lost. She turned back in, and all of a sudden they just see her. They throw her over and tag her out.
Yeah,
You can't turn left.
So
if you don't want to go to second.
They would have runners at first and third, down 1. You know, with
it's got to be the rule too.
It just killed the momentum.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like a round, like turned the wrong way. It was like, which kind of almost was kind of aggressive, like, hey, I might make a move towards second if they make a play at home. But still, it was just a gigantic
you can't do it.
base running error.
But
that's what I watched the most of was softball.
No, speaking of softball, guys, I mean, this is
idle chit chat, by the way.
Yeah, this qualifies as idle chit chat. Nebraska softball apparently was contemplating playing in Memorial Stadium next season. I saw this report from KETV. Now the story is Nebraska softball will not play in Memorial Stadium, which is there's news organizations that specialize in telling you what's not going to happen. I'm not saying that they're one of them, but it's not going to happen. But they considered it. Apparently, Nebraska had preliminary discussions to hold a softball game at Memorial Stadium in the spring of 2025.
I would assume you would not be bringing sand in for that, right? This is going to be all turf for that if they were to do that?
I don't know.
I think it'd be odd to bring a bunch of sand into Memorial Stadium. It's just my thought.
Sand. Would you have to? Why would you? You wouldn't have to bring in.
Why are we bringing sand in?
For the softball field.
Thank you. No, Jake. You don't have to bring in dirt. Yeah. There's fields out there.
They play on sand over here.
No.
Hold on, Jake. I need to go walk to bowling right now.
Stop. Let me address this.
Are you confusing sand volleyball with softball?
Yeah, Iowa, for instance. If you go to Iowa's,
just bringing it up.
Hold on. If you go to Iowa's baseball stadium, there's no dirt.
It looks weird though.
There's no dirt.
It's an odd looking. It looks weird. I'm just saying. It's an odd look.
But there's fields that have no dirt because you just play on the field turf.
Yes. Does it look weird to you though? Iowa's baseball field compared to Nebraska.
You're not wriggling out of this one.
I'm going to try.
No.
It looks weird.
This is
an odd look. It's an odd look.
This is going.
We'd have to put that field in the museum.
This is going into the Jake Hall of Fame museum.
Had a lot of good Hall of Fame things.
No, you don't have to put sand in. Anyway,
just commenting.
So if anybody sees a truck of sand heading towards Memorial
let
Stadium,
me know. I'm not crazy here.
The discussions. This is KETV. God bless them.
Mm-hmm.
The discussions reportedly began late last year after Nebraska softball saw a spike in ticket sales due to what? Due to Jordy Ball. But she tore her ACL and didn't play. I mean, she tore it. She tore it in the first inning of the first game she was in. So anyway, it's not happening.
There's a freak injury. You never see pitchers get hurt like that. Very, 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 very rarely. The way she got hurt.
Softball in that stadium. I wonder how that would be configured. I don't know how you do that, but don't.
It's the first thing I was thinking of. I just want to see the layout, how this is going down.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
but it's not happening.
It's not happening.
No softball at Memorial Stadium.
Now, any other news of things not happening?
How about Dan Hurley? Is Dan Hurley still not happening with the Lakers?
Well, I still believe he's not.
Are you still?
I'm not changing on that.
I'm with you. I I was,
But there has to be some traction to it because the conversations continue on.
and they're going to meet.
He met with his players, right?
Boy.
That and said, "I am going to
meet
have a discussion."
Yeah, he's going to meet with the Lakers today. And the Lakers reportedly are laying out a very comprehensive long-term plan. And I guess Hurley was on Francesca's podcast saying that last week, saying if the right NBA job came along, I'd consider it. And Francesca was like, oh, really? Like, I don't know. If it's orchestrated, it is really elaborate at this, I would say. I'm still with you. I'm still of the mind that he's using one of the greatest sports franchises in American history for leverage. And what a thing you'd be able to say in your retirement. Yeah, well, I use the Lakers for leverage. Oh, really?
That would be incredible. That'd be pretty incredible.
One of the most iconic sports franchises in the world. Yeah, just trying to get a raise.
I would imagine the money will be aplenty. So I imagine what they're laying out
Lakers.
is how they're going to obtain talent. Because remember, it's professional. This isn't like college where you can go out. And, it's not NIL. We can go put together. No, it's not. That's not how it works. So the person has to be a free agent, right? To be able to get them, you have to be able to draft them. Whatever you're doing with your work. So I'm sure that's the number one conversation: is how are we going to look around and say, okay, the first thing I would look at again, I talk about schedule. All right, who do we have to go through to get there? Okay, we got to go through the Mavs and we got to go through Denver.
Yeah,
those are
the Thunder, and the Thunder, and the Wolves,
and the Thunder, whose starters are all under 23 years old.
Very young team.
T-Wolves are young too.
Yes, they are.
And so you're sitting there going like, okay, what do the other teams look like? Really
better,
really good,
better than you,
really good, and for a while. And it's not like going like, well, they're really good, but they're about ready to collapse. No, you don't. You think Denver won't be right back in the middle of it next year?
They'll be back.
Of course they will.
They'll be back.
Yeah.
As long as Jokic is
How
there,
good
they're
does
back.
Dallas look right now?
Really good. Like
they're a 5 seed.
Yeah, I know.
So they're a 5
They
seed.
almost look like the best team in the West to me.
But they are. They're the
right
final.
They're a 5 seed.
Yeah.
So that tells you something.
Right. I mean, unless he just wants to scratch some NBA itch.
Well, it's hard to say no to that brand, though, right? I mean, I guess, like you said, it'd be something to say at the end of your career. I said no to the Lakers. I played the Lakers to get leverage, basically. That'd be incredible. But still, this is not the Grizzlies. No offense to Memphis. This is not, the Magic. This is the Lakers.
I know.
The Lakers.
Oh, it's like the Dallas Cowboys.
Exactly. To play the Lakers.
Yeah, it's like the Knicks.
For leverage.
Yeah, I don't know if that. I mean, now here's what. Now the thought occurs. If he is doing what we laid out yesterday, which is just using them for leverage, he had to understand that it could get kind of crazy. And they might want to meet.
Yeah.
Oh, man, they might lay out something pretty big, and we still got to say no. But we got to make it look like we're interested. I don't know. Maybe that's what he's doing. That's how you get rich. I don't. Yeah, I would. I'm still with Bill. I would be shocked if Hurley is the Lakers coach next week. I mean, shocked. Like, well, really?
Well, that's a place that does not want to get embarrassed in a search, though. I mean,
I know.
That's true.
Exactly.
We heard about JJ Redick, at least in the conversation.
Right.
You and I agree that would not be a good fit. He's never been a coach.
No, I don't like
Dan Hurley, how many guys on the road can you go? I mean, it was embarrassing for Nebraska to go 40 days in 2003 looking for a coach.
There's another name. Yeah, there's another name they have that I didn't even recognize. There's another. You could look it up. There's another name in this. Redick. It's Redick, Hurley, and some other guy that I didn't recognize the name. But anyway, I don't know. You'd think something will be resolved one way or the other by Sunday. And I still think Saturday.
So Sunday's the cut line for you.
Kind of. Saturday.
All right.
I think Saturday we'll hear Hurley say, I just appreciate all of this so much. And what the Lakers laid out was so enticing. And I it's so hard to say no to a sports franchise I've followed since I was a boy. But I like what we have going at UConn. I think it'll be something like that.
You've basically written his press conference for him. He'll slide it over to him. DM him.
You're looking talking about James Borrego. That's
Yes,
the
James Borrego.
the Pelicans assistant coach. He's interviewed twice in person with the Lakers. James Borrego, or Borrego, however you say his last name. He is the other person, I guess, in the hunt with Dan Hurley for the Lakers job.
And Redick.
And JJ Redick. So
Yeah.
3 names you have there. But we'll see if anything happens this weekend with Dan Hurley. But again, it would be amazing to shut down that job. Say, nah, you're iconic and all, but I like what I got at UConn. I'm good to go.
There's so many crazy storylines to it because you have with like I said, my deep passion for the Lakers goes.
You still have that?
No, it's not.
You don't.
It's not quite the same. I'm still a Lakers. Yeah, you don't change. You don't get to change teams. I'm not watching this series and going like, yeah, come on, Mavs. No, I'm a Lakers
Celtics.
guy. Yeah,
That'd be really egregious.
And I'm actually would be more. But I don't hate the Celtics the same way either that I used to. So that's a little odd for me. It's not the. And I see this. I respected him, but was just wow. And I love reading the stuff on Larry Bird now. Some of the stuff and the trash talk he did, and people talking about Larry. I'm like going. His stock just keeps rising with me.
Yeah, he was a.
But
dude.
the dynamic of also what else is going on there? Well, there's LeBron.
Yeah,
That's big. How are you dealing with him? What's going on here?
Huge.
Oh, and by the way, it appears if we're going to draft his son,
who has a long ways to go in his development.
and
to say
which
that.
you would think.
that's a kind way to
That's
put
just
it.
in the kindest words
Thank
possible.
you.
He's got a long ways to go in his
I was very
basketball.
polite.
So everyone reported if you took whatever 100 pundits, 90 something will say the Lakers are taking him in round 2, not round 1, taking him in round 2.
Mm-hmm.
They're taking him. So again, you're dealing with that. So all of a sudden you're sitting there going like, okay, there's a lot of other things going on. Like I mentioned, if you went to OKC, and I'm not saying they should fire OKC coach, but they went to OKC, it'd be like going, hey, young team, this, not a lot of other things going on. Is there any other drama with the team like that?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't see it either.
No, the Lakers have tons of drama.
There's be so many things going on in your head going, okay, where do I go with this? Now, if he ever wants to go to the Lakers and get back into college, if things don't go well, he'll get hired in 30 minutes. He'll be hired in 30 minutes.
Back-to-back national titles do that for you. Back-to-back championships. Yeah.
Well,
you come back anywhere you want to go.
See, that's the other side of the ledger part of the conversation. Maybe he would consider, or obviously he might be strongly considering it because he has won 2. He has won 2 titles.
That does help you.
Now what?
It helps you make the jump.
Right.
When you've won 2, it helps you make the jump.
Yeah.
He's only 51 years old, by the way.
I would imagine
51 years old is Dan Hurley. He's young.
Yeah, he is
He's pretty young as a head coach.
Imagine a heavy conversation. I would think with Coach K. I'm sure he's talking to him. Coach K as Team USA and has coached a bunch of NBA. And then also he had the chance to go to the Lakers and turned it down. Now it's different times.
Yeah.
Now different times. Now there was no NIL. Then there was none of these things going on with the portal. So at different times. But I'm sure he's leaning on some people.
I would tell you
for advice.
He probably is. If one guy I would talk to is Darvin Ham, and ask him what was it like coaching LeBron. I mean, now the one thing that Tyronn Lue has said that was really good, really interesting, is that it was great coaching LeBron because you had to be ready every single day. Because his standards are so high. Your practices had to be, you had to have an on-point plan because LeBron, that's what he expects. I mean, Lou painted it like, it made me a better coach. So, I mean, maybe Hurley would embrace that. Maybe you turn that conversation around, Bill, and say, I said, this is a chance to coach with LeBron,
Yeah, could be. Yeah.
This is a chance to get, next to LeBron. I'm not even going to say a fading LeBron. It's hard to call him a fading LeBron because of the numbers.
He takes more time off than he used to.
Yeah, but he's still
Load
putting up
management's
numbers.
a real thing with him.
He puts up numbers.
I know.
I mean, big numbers.
I know.
So maybe you turn that around. Yeah. No, I get to coach LeBron. I keep saying with LeBron because LeBron runs the show, but I get to coach LeBron. I don't know. It's kind of a back and forth because LeBron does kind of run the show, right?
Yeah. If you think for a second that he doesn't have a tremendous power, that would be wrong.
Right. So would you go to LeBron and say, "Now I don't know how it's been in the past. I don't know what it was like with Darvin Ham, but I'm the coach here."
LeBron just laughs and That's not how it works here.
He puts his
You're
arm
a
around
coach
him.
in theory, but I'm really the coach here.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna go.
I don't know.
We're a little interested in this.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
am. I'm
we
really
are.
interested in it.
It's going to be an interesting.
I would say I'd be
weekend in
less
the search.
interested than you. I'm more interested in just the fact that it's probably from the coaching part. It's probably the number one right now. He's the best. He's the best coach in college basketball.
Hands
That's
down.
why I'm interested.
So all of a sudden, if you just go down through the history of some things that have happened, and so best coach does that happens to him. Calipari leaves and goes to Arkansas. That's odd. Saban retires. That's odd.
Mm-hmm.
In the same time frame, of all the things happening, just the things that intrigues me.
Yeah.
With what's going on,
yeah.
and there's a lot of storyline with guys are getting out of college.
Yeah.
And so that would be one of the big storylines.
Right. Yeah.
But you don't get to build your own roster in the NBA or the NFL. That's why teams can have some horrible fails. It's like it's just incredible the difference when it's like you're at Alabama. I'm gonna go recruit these guys, or you're Nick Saban with the Dolphins, and I get 7 picks.
Right.
I get 7 picks. You just think, and how many times are you really pumped about your 6th and 7th round pick?
Not a lot.
So it's like how do I build my team? What's my free agency look? All those different things. So there's a lot of factors with it.
Oh yeah.
But that part's intriguing to me.
I know.
Also, what's intriguing to me is UConn. UConn intrigues me beyond belief. That they're a basketball dynasty with what they've had 3 coaches in the last 20 some years that have won a national championship. They've had
Jim
multiple
Calhoun,
championships.
Kevin Ollie, and Dan Hurley have
Oh,
all
yeah.
won
I
Think about
championships.
that.
about Ollie.
Calhoun.
Yeah.
Oh, then also they're the most dominant women's basketball team ever. And then no one says much about it, but in baseball they're in the super regionals, and they took 9 D3 players in the portal, and they're now in the super regional.
Is that right?
Connecticut.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Connecticut.
UConn.
UConn.
Right.
So I want you to think about how are things going at UConn right
Really
now.
well.
I mean, the women went to the Final Four this year.
Yeah, they're almost every year.
Went to the Final Four, and the men won it. How was your program? How's it going? But you don't look at them that way, do you?
Not really.
No one does.
I'm not even out there. It's part of it.
And I didn't realize this
lost.
until I heard someone talking about their baseball, that they're a very good baseball team. I mean, just think about it. Whoever built their roster is the most brilliant baseball person that there is in college baseball right now. He took 9 D3 guys,
9
D3 guys, and they're in the super regionals, and other D2 guys also, just 9 Division 3 guys.
I like it because you can do it.
It's incredible.
It shows you can do it, and I need to hear those stories.
There's hope. Beyond
So if
just
you're
the
sitting there,
SEC.
imagine being the AD.
Beyond the power.
Yeah, if you're not Florida or Vanderbilt, there's still hope for you.
I need
It's
to hear
UConn.
those stories. I
It's
know.
UConn. You don't even think of them as even being like, you're like, well, it's
And
incredible.
you got the weather thing. I mean, no, he can't win in cold weather.
Well, super regionals, UConn, right there.
Interesting.
That's a lot of sports talk for Idle Chit Chat.
Sporting
today. Yeah.
talk.
Yes.
Thanks to Newton's Lawn Care for always sponsoring Idle Chit Chat. Please call or text Andrew at 402-440-6297 for all your lawn care needs this spring and summer. It's time for a very belated
Oh my God.
roll call.
Are we still going to do it?
Yeah, it's 6:24. It's
Do it.
Friday. We
Do
got rules in the show.
Yeah.
Please text us your name, your age, where you're listening from, and anything else we want today from our breakers.
Yes, I had it pulled up, and now I gotta flip back to it. Give me 9 seconds there.
Okay.
I apologize.
In
for
the
this.
meantime, 402-464-5685. We don't forget the roll call on Fridays. We just got too late today.
Here we go.
Fourth
If you could only buy one ticket, we're talking concerts.
Ooh.
One ticket. Obviously, everyone's alive.
Everyone's alive.
Yes.
Can't pick. You can't pick the
Is it-
deceased.
Is it Elvis?
You
The
can't-
Beatles.
You can't pick the deceased.
Oh, you can't pick.
Yes.
Can.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Or,
Elvis, the Beatles, Michael Jackson, or Prince?
Ooh.
Elvis, the Beatles, Michael Jackson, or Prince? You can only pick one concert.
What would you choose, Zip?
Beatles.
I'm going it's so hard between Elvis and the Beatles, but I would say back, and this is in their time.
Yeah,
You're
Beatles.
seeing them in their time. I'm going to go Beatles.
Yeah, it freaked
I'm
me
going to
out.
go Beatles.
I'm between Prince and the Beatles. Elvis would be great, but he's third on my list probably. I think I'd trend Beatles and then Prince right there afterwards. Elvis
All
third.
of us
The
are
artist.
Beatles.
Michael Jackson fourth on my list for that.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not going to Jackson.
He's my fourth, but
Jackson's probably third, I think, on my list. I'm not sure. But I'd go Beatles.
okay.
So I'd like to hear of
We're
those
all going
four.
Beatles.
To the text line for the roll call. Ed from Lincoln's on vacation listening in Hoboken, New Jersey.
Whoa. Is he on the Jersey Shore?
It's Hoboken.
Sorry.
What did you say?
Hoboken.
Hoboken.
I've never been there.
A lot of sand in Hoboken.
There is. Yeah.
Just like Memorial Stadium.
Hoboken.
Hoboken.
I don't
Hoboken.
think I knew
like
I knew about it. But living out there, the shore, Jersey Shore, is incredible.
Is Hoboken on that?
Is that
Is that on the
Hoboken
shore?
is not on the Jersey Shore.
It's not.
No,
Okay.
it's not.
Robert in Coleridge, age 61, he texted him before we asked for the singer, so he didn't give a response here. Josh in Webb City, Missouri, age 48. GP in Gretna says the Beatles.
The
Would be
Beatles.
the answer to that one. John in Roscoe, Illinois says Elvis 100%.
100.
Hondo?
I mean, that'd be incredible.
100. Pete in Chattanooga says the Beatles, age 72, by the way, for
Age
Pete in
72.
Chattanooga. One of our Chattanooga listeners that want to know why they're listening
Why
to
do
the
you
show.
listen to the show?
You know,
Wonder what the connection is.
Greg in Fishers, Indiana says Prince, easy on
Prince.
that one.
Oh, I like that. Prince, the artist.
Tim in Burleson, Texas says easy. That's Prince again.
Whoa, I like
Yep.
that.
Tony in Fort Bragg says the Beatles. He's, by the way, 39 years old. Chad in Kyle, Texas, 52 years old. The Beatles on that one. Ryan in Delaware, age 39. Michael Jackson would be his answer.
Okay.
Ooh,
The king of pop.
Duncan Doug in Harrison, Idaho says
Whoa.
Michael Jackson. Harrison,
Idaho. Thank you.
That's a new one.
We don't
for
hear
us.
enough from Idaho. Please
We don't
keep
hear enough
chiming
from,
in.
we don't hear enough from Lincoln.
Well, most of these are all they're all fake anyway. I know they're not fake.
Nels in Big Fork, Montana says the Beatles. We got no longer notorious B.I.B. says Elvis by far.
Nice.
Levi North Platte says Prince, and he says hot take: the Beatles are awful. From 28-year-old Levi in North Platte.
I don't know if he's listened to everything. I don't know about awful. They have some stuff that's pretty
Twist
good.
and shout. It's awful.
That's the one you go to.
I like
That's your first Beatles
Well, I
song.
like
you
their-
pulled?
yeah.
That's the first one. is Twist.
No, I do.
Yeah,
That's when the early Beatles
Okay.
were incredible to me. The late Beatles, no, I wasn't interested in Sgt. Pepper.
Yeah.
I was interested in the rock and roll kids.
Yes.
You know, the kids.
Yes.
Yeah, Twist and Shout.
Okay.
I heard a live version of that and it freaked me out one time. I'm like, oh my God.
Weston Howell says the Beatles, age 53, by the way, for West. Jordan from Wilbur, that's close to Lincoln.
Yes, that is close to-
just south of Lincoln.
Wilbur.
Is that close?
Over by Crete. Yeah, it's 20. Yeah, he's 28 years old. Is Beatles.
Mhm.
Beatles at 28
Is it check
years
days?
old. I think that's in August.
Is
isn't
it? Keep us posted.
Can
When is
someone
check
confirm
days?
if check days is sometime soon?
Hoboken.
Mike in Lynchburg, Kansas says Elvis, Waylon Jennings. That was not an option, Ryan.
I love that. I'm gonna go with my own. I'm gonna throw this in there.
Okay.
You had 4 options. You went with the fifth that was not on the table.
Yeah.
I like it.
I do too. That's a good one.
We got Jock, age 33, listening from his basement. Jim in Imperial, Nebraska says Beatles or Prince. I have to flip a coin. on
Okay,
that.
I like
that. was
that.
my order. Beatles and
Yeah.
Prince there.
Oh.
Chet in Nebraska City, Elvis, I guess, but early Elvis.
Yeah.
Okay. Will
Yeah.
in Fullerton says MJ Fullerton.
Okay.
We got greetings from the commissioner. That's all he said. Didn't say anything
That's
else
okay.
besides that. No rating.
Where is it?
Nothing.
Wonder
Just
what
says
he's,
greetings from the commissioner. It's all he said.
wonder what
Thank
his-
you.
Wonder what his league is.
Yeah.
Commissioner of what?
What's he running?
Commissioner. Stanton Bennett says Elvis. Jay in Winter Park, Florida says he's 59 years old. The Beatles would be his answers. William says I'm Sip's age. In Phoenix, Arizona, he says I'm going with Queen. Another person that chose
Queen.
their own concert.
Okay.
I'm
that
not.
wasn't an option. Joe in Boulder says Hoboken is nowhere near the Jersey Shore, by the way.
Bill covered that.
I covered that.
I'm just
Yes.
confirming that.
Covered.
Jennifer, age 60, hubby 67. They're in Lodi, Wisconsin right now. I said that one wrong? Is it Lodi?
I think
Lodi?
it might be Lodi.
Yeah, Lodi, I think. Yeah.
Lodi.
Yeah.
They say
Yeah.
Beatles or Elvis there.
What did they say?
They're in Beatles or Elvis would be their answer to that.
Those are our
question.
friends.
Yeah,
Those are our
from
friends.
Well,
Nevada-
everybody, all breakers are our friends.
They're all our
Yes.
friends. Yeah. We know them very well.
Yes.
Jethro and McCook says the Beatles or Prince in that one. Tom and I have this one. Tom in Apalachicola, age 76. Frank Sinatra wasn't an option.
Sinatra, though.
We went beyond the 4, and we now have. Now we're just naming our favorite.
We've heard from Queen. We've heard Waylon Jennings. We've heard now Frank Sinatra. Those are not in the 4 that we had.
Apalachicola.
I couldn't imagine hearing Sinatra. Yeah, that'd be incredible.
I think that's by the way, age 76. I think that's our oldest current texter right there.
Okay.
Tom in Apalachicola.
All right.
If somebody's older than 76, legitimately, please text us your age.
Yes. No
Yes.
fake text.
No fake text. We want real stuff here. Check days, by the way, first weekend in August. Thanks to Dennis and Claytonia. for
Nailed
saying
that.
Thank you. Jake,
Beatles.
he's from Beatrice. He's right in the wheelhouse.
I've been there before. Been
Yeah.
at check days. It's fun. Brett, Minnesota says, no idea what we're talking about, but I'm age 38. So that's what I got for you there.
Well, it went off the rails when it started going random concerts.
Waylon Sinatra.
And Queen.
Queen.
Yeah, that's the ones you got.
Any-
Okay,
Come on,
if
just
you
keep
went
going.
Waylon, Sinatra, and Queen, odd of this, if you'd asked, I'd go Queen.
Would you?
Yes, of those 3, I would go. Queen is remarkable. Yeah, I mean,
Queen is remarkable.
remarkable.
Yeah.
That I would go Queen.
Queen.
Yes, that's what I go.
Dean in Redfield says Waylon Jennings. Again, wasn't on the board. Wasn't on the board. That's 2 for Waylon Jennings. That was not
Waylon
part
kind
of
of came from nowhere.
Yeah.
and Waylon's incredible. I agree with him.
Johnny Cash made the board. That wasn't an option. We had 4. Didn't say any. We had four options here.
Yes.
So, all right. That's the roll
That's
call.
the roll- that's
Sponsored
it?
by
That's it.
our friends at Madsen's Bowling and Billiards. Please stop by. Say hi to Sarah just south of 48th
Sarah.
and Holdridge. Bowling, billiards, darts, great food. What more
Sandwiches.
could you want? And yeah, everything.
Sandwiches.
They got
That's
it
it.
all.
Spirit animal
At
Sarah.
Madsen.
She also solves problems. If you're having marriage issues, stop by.
If you're in debt.
If you're in debt, any
if you got
problem,
credit card issues.
yeah. If you're not sure which band to choose because her husband plays in a band, so they have a great knowledge of this, which you might want to see and why, what his selection would be.
The highlight of the first segment easily was Jake being concerned about the
Sand.
sand that would need to be brought
Brought
into
in.
Memorial Stadium
In.
if they played softball.
It's for the optics here. It just looks better with sand.
So do you
I'm
think
saying
the
you wouldn't-
infield is just sand, Jake?
What?
I've seen.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, it's not sand.
It looks better with the sand look on
It
it.
does not.
Yes, it does.
Well, I mean, I
You
don't
can't tell me what looks better. It's to me, it looks better.
Sand, okay, but sand.
Go to the diamond.
Would you need
it looks
some dirt?
It looks better. Yes, dirt, sand, whatever. The dirt. Just not turf. I don't want the whole thing of turf. By the way, I don't want to forget YouTube here. We'll move on after this.
Yeah,
Josh,
please.
Josh in O'Neill, Ray in Yankton says the Beatles. Got Gary and Rosalie says the Beatles. Kobe is with us. Wayne says Frank Sinatra wasn't an option again.
That's my favorite.
Patrick in Pilger says Michael Jackson. So thank you to the YouTubers listening also. We appreciate
YouTube,
that.
we love you guys.
Jake, I'll tell you this. I went to the cover of Nebraska at Iowa baseball, and I did get duped. I mean, I walked in, and I was like, that is gorgeous looking dirt. But they just painted. They painted it brown, but it was sparkling,
Yeah, that's
like,
not right.
yeah. I mean, even the
You
pitcher's
got
mouth.
duped.
Yeah, even the pitcher's mouth was not dirt.
Fake. Come on.
That'd be very
Iowa.
odd. Yeah, what's interesting was that, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I don't know how all softball fields are built, but I just noticed this last night that softball, there's no grass on the infield. It's all dirt.
Some, I think, I don't
Do
know
any of the
all.
softballs have, because the last night there was no.
Just
it-
dirt.
it's
No,
just
I know. I
dirt.
see that.
It was
dirt.
just dirt.
Sand.
Yeah,
there's no
the
sand.
breakers. We might need the breakers on this one.
Yes.
Is that how all softball?
Because I don't know. Yeah,
fields?
I haven't seen enough fields.
I haven't either. Are they all dirt infields? I don't know that.
Please,
God,
someone,
we should know that.
someone can help us out with that. That'd be great, Breakers. When we come back, aging gracefully next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Without a strong IT partner, your business ends up overspending, underperforming, wearing too many hats, complicating your work, and more. Applied Connective Technologies can help with experts in every facet of technology. If it plugs in, powers on, or charges up, they're your people. Imagine being able to call one team for all your technology solutions rather than a village of vendors and providers. For all your needs in managed IT and cybersecurity, phone systems, physical security, infrastructure, and audio or video, head to appliedconnective.com to better your business today.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
For the second year, the Nebraska Lottery's NASCAR Powerball Playoff promotion has roared into our state, and the excitement is throttling up. Until June 24th, buy a Powerball ticket with Power Play and Double Play. Enter the voucher number, and you could be one of 15 Nebraska winners of $1,000 and the chance to win a VIP trip to the NASCAR Cup Series Championship weekend, plus a shot at $1 million. Enter today. Powerball top prize odds 1 in 292 million.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
How many times has the dad in your life complained about being tired and sore and done nothing about it? Why not change things up this year for Father's Day with a gift certificate for a massage from the Body Shop? It's not a day at the golf course or a new tool for the shop, but it is something that can make activities less painful going forward. Get Dad a gift certificate today for Father's Day at thebodyshoplincoln.com. The Body Shop at 48th and A.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Bleicher and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador. Online at prg-ne.com.
Hay season is a race against time. Win that race with an all-new 1 Series round baler from Landmark Implement. The all-new John Deere 1 Series round baler is a revolutionary leap in baler technology that captures near real-time moisture and weight data that can be analyzed through Operations Center to improve your bale quality and farm efficiency. Are you ready to upgrade your hay equipment? Contact your local Landmark location for full details on the new 1 Series round baler and experience the Landmark difference.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring your friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, deal ends June 14th. Join now, online or at your local PF Club.
See Home Club for details.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Segment 2 is always sponsored by our friends at Beck's Hybrids, the largest independent family-owned seed company. As Bill would say, drought's over.
Drought's over.
And with all this rain may come the need to replant, Beck's offers 100% free replant on all their products, corn, soybeans, even alfalfa, because they don't just sell seed, they guarantee a stand. Contact your local Beck's rep today at beckshybrids.com.
I don't know if there's smell that's better that thank you, Bex, than there is than fresh cut alfalfa.
Ooh.
Fresh cut alfalfa.
Ooh, does that smell good?
Oh, that is a smell. Oh, that is an incredible smell. And Bex is making that happen for us out there.
They
It's
are?
just incredible. Yeah, Sonny's getting it done. Sonny is getting it done. Like we talked about yesterday. Just
Sonny
how,
Beck.
Son, how
The legend.
Be more like Sonny, and that's what's made my marriage better. Is like that. I how those I wear like one of those bracelets sometimes. I don't have it on today. I was like, what would Sonny do? Like that. What would Sonny do?
WWSD.
Yeah, what would Sonny do? Like that. And so it's
He's
like
godlike.
Yeah, he's like, what would he do in this situation? How would he handle this? Because he's handled every situation so perfectly, and that's why he's built up the incredible seed company that now guarantees that if you get flooded out and your seed now is no good, guess what? Just whip on by, head to Goner, grab some new seed, and get it back in the ground. Because farmers now,
good.
That's resilient. That is major resilient people.
Sonny
Beck's the man. Thanks to Beck's Hybrids there.
Thank
Great
you,
people.
Trevor.
Before we get to aging gracefully, I see this text in the text line from East Lincoln West.
Okay.
Says,
With the mustache.
I never would have thought this, but doing research, Jake is right. Baseball field dirt is actually 70% sand, with the remaining 30% being a silt clay mix, but I'm still calling it dirt.
Yeah.
Okay.
70% sand.
Hey, I mean, that's
thank you. So
that's
that's good research there from him.
It's facts.
Also, Mr. Pancake before aging grief.
Mr. Pancake
says, I was listening to yesterday's radio replay of Sip's wardrobe malfunction in Texas during an early morning workout, and I had to scrap the whole thing and leave because I couldn't stop laughing.
Scrapped his workout over
couldn't work
over
out
a
because of
malfunction.
you. You left your pants in the airport.
He needs to get back to fitness.
You left your favorite jeans in the airport in a Target bag.
A Target bag.
And my belt.
With
And your
used
belt.
underwear.
I mean, that belt was you guys didn't even notice I was wearing a belt that was coming apart. I had to put it together.
You have it today?
No, it's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. No, that was 2 belts ago. This belt was the new belt.
Oh, God.
I know right where they're at Target, though. I can walk right
to them.
Yeah.
So Sean won't have to go find these for you. No.
You handle that yourself.
I can walk right to it in Target.
Malfunction.
Yep. All right. It is time for Aging
Yes, do
Gracefully,
this.
sponsored by our friends at Treads Central Tire Pros, the Tire Palace, just south of Cortland and Highway 77.
This one just fell into my lap last Saturday.
What do you got?
I was talking to John Cook. John Cook, who I think everybody would agree. I think everybody would agree that he's aging gracefully.
Absolutely.
He's aging successfully and he's aging gracefully. I'm not. So it's hard for me to do the thing where I tell people how to age gracefully, but I can use others to do it. His big theme, and he swears by this, is that you have to embrace discomfort. You have to find something that challenges you and gets you out of your comfort zone, which I don't necessarily do a lot of. But what he's doing to age gracefully in part is he embraced this team roping thing, and he's embraced it at a high level, high enough that he went and got that. He's going to get that performance horse.
Was the 415?
Yeah, 415.
Horse 415.
Yeah, good job.
Yes.
Yeah. That's part of the team roping thing where you need a good horse. But it wasn't until I was talking to him that I sort of fully understood what he was getting into. You're on a horse and you're roping a steer, and he'd never done it before until 2 years ago at age 66. He decided he wanted to challenge.
That's a challenge.
That's a hell of a challenge.
Yeah.
And it makes me think, would I do that?
Yeah.
I'd like to think I would. I don't know. You got to get a horse. I mean, I don't know if I got $70,000 to buy a performance horse.
415.
415. But yeah, he does it and he competes. And it's helping him. I mean, he said this, I'm learning how to be coached, and it makes me a better coach. He said, I'm learning what I like in team roping, what works, what makes sense. He says, because I'm like a freshman in high school in terms of where I'm roping at with these other guys. So he's doing something that challenged him. He took this up 2 years ago at age 66. But would you take up team roping or something like that at age 66? I don't know. I'd like to think I might do something like that, but I never do. I never get out.
I don't see me doing a new hobby at 66.
You don't,
especially or new challenge of that. But
you don't.
I would still.
Do you want to age gracefully?
I'd be open to things, but no. But yes, I would like to age gracefully. No, I don't see myself.
That's fine. It's fine. I don't know that I would either, but.
That's very extreme by John Cook. We're not talking about playing checkers here. We're talking
about
yeah,
exactly.
This is dangerous stuff.
Well, I don't know how dangerous.
Really, you can fall off a horse anytime, my friend. Let me just go on the horse and show you.
Yeah, there's some.
I'll get bucked off the horse in a heartbeat.
Some danger.
I think most of the horses that they're riding aren't going to buck you off. I think they're. This isn't bareback. This isn't bareback riding.
The first thing I think about in team roping is not danger. But he has a dummy. He has a roping dummy at the Devaney Center where he has his rope and he practices. He's obviously not on a horse at the Devaney Center, but he practices the roping element. You either rope, I guess you rope the head or neck or the feet, depending on which part of the team you're at. But yeah, it's not easy. I'm trying to find this quote he said. But it's about reinventing yourself partially, and just challenging yourself. Now he has a place out in Wyoming, way extreme western Wyoming, almost at the Idaho border. And that's part of what he does. He goes out there and does that kind of thing. But he does it here. He does it in Ashland too. He competes. I mean, I had no idea he was competing. And he said there's a lot of pressure involved. He said, first of all, it all happens very quickly. So the steer's out of the chute. You and your partner have to rope the head, rope the feet.
Is he a head or
yeah? I
back feet
didn't
guy?
ask him that. I think it could vary. He said if you miss, you lose money. Didn't know he's competing for money. He said if you miss, you lose money. You're done. You only get a couple chances. He says of course if you catch and your partner catches, you keep advancing, then you get a chance to win money or a buckle or whatever. He said there's a lot of pressure to perform. He says his volleyball players are very interested in it. He said that the kids nowadays are more interested in animals. That if you start talking about animals, their ears perk up. Didn't know that.
Me neither.
Didn't know that.
News to me.
Yeah, that the young people of today. He says if you use animal analogies.
Young Ben, you like animals?
Ben, you like animal analogies?
Yeah, indifferent. That's what I thought.
Ben's a little different.
Yeah. He's indifferent.
I didn't mean that in a bad way. I mean, you lived it.
It sounded like it. It sounded very complimentary.
It's an odd tone.
Anyway, that's aging gracefully today through John Cook, age 68. 68. Who's got apparently
there's a tie to this with the breakers and with the three-legged stool. One of the people that helped John Cook, I hope I'm not speaking out of turn too much, is Marshall's dad.
Oh,
remember Marshall from
UNL
the
Rodeo?
Rodeo?
Is that right?
Marshall has also roped with Coach Cook before.
Marshall
has,
who appeared on this show.
Appeared on the show, did an incredible job on the show, and yes, and his dad was one that was helping Coach Cook. He filled me in on that, and Marshall has, and I'm almost sure, I'm 99% sure Marshall has roped with Coach Cook. He was part of this process. So when this started, like you said, back 2 years ago, I think we had Marshall in a year and a half ago. And so that's when things were getting started.
Well, anyway, I do think about aging somewhat gracefully. And I do think that maybe it would be good to pick up a hobby that would be a little different. I don't know yet.
You need some ideas from the Breakers for your next hobby, possibly?
Well, I don't like this. No, I don't need to do it that way. I'll think of it on my own. Thank you.
Make sure you report back to us what
trap
that is.
shooting.
We need to know.
Something like that.
Trap shooting. I'm gonna get involved in trap shooting.
Trap.
Yes, trap. Yes.
An idea.
That is Agent
Clay
Gracefully,
pigeons.
sponsored by our friends at Tread Central Tire Pros. Derek Bombeck in studio next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey kids, what are you getting your ever-loving dad for Father's Day?
I know, a motorized monster truck. How about the new Taylor Swift album? You would love it.
Yeah, I'm sure. How about something from Osted's Golf? Name brand apparel up to 50% off. Strixon balls at crazy deals. And dads always love an Osted's gift card.
You have been putting a lot of balls in the water.
Not after my custom fitting. I'm smashing everything.
You're good at that with a monster truck.
Shop Osted's Golf for Father's Day.
The Osted family would really appreciate it.
Gaina Trucking is hiring for heavy equipment operators and a heavy equipment mechanic. Working at Gaina Trucking is a great career with excellent team culture, with benefits package including competitive pay based on experience, health, vision, and dental insurance, and a 401k plan. If you're looking for a new job as a heavy equipment operator or mechanic, apply online at GainaTrucking.com or call 402-794-5000. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking. Without a strong IT partner, your business ends up overspending, underperforming, wearing too many hats, complicating your work, and more. Applied Connective Technologies can help with experts in every facet of technology. If it plugs in, powers on, or charges up, they're your people. Imagine being able to call one team for all your technology solutions rather than a village of vendors and providers. For all your needs in managed IT and cybersecurity, phone systems, physical security, infrastructure, and audio or video, head to appliedconnective.com to better your business today. Spring in Nebraska brings green grass and warmer weather, but it also brings severe storms which can cause damage to your home. Meadowlark Exterior specializes in hail, storm, and wind damage restoration, as well as roofing, siding, and gutters for commercial or residential buildings. Meadowlark Exteriors focuses on fine craftsmanship and proves that in their attention to detail. They offer free roof inspections and estimates and insurance claim assistance, serving the Lincoln and Omaha surrounding areas. Call today at 402-875-2956 or go to meadowlarkexteriors.com.
Hay season is a race against time. Win that race with an all-new 1 Series round baler from Landmark Implement. The all-new John Deere 1 Series round baler is a revolutionary leap in baler technology that captures near real-time moisture and weight data that can be analyzed through Operations Center to improve your bale quality and farm efficiency. Are you ready to upgrade your hay equipment? Contact your local Landmark location for full details on the new 1 Series round baler and experience the Landmark difference.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com. Serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas. Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in June. Try any of their delicious breakfast burritos or sandwiches for a great summer breakfast with the family. And don't forget, 10% of all caramel latte sales in June go to the Casa for Lincoln County. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
If you've been putting off your health, what are you waiting for? The summer 10-week challenge at Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping is exactly what you need to kickstart your wellness. Farrell's gives you all the tools, coaching, support, and accountability you need to be successful. The 10-week challenge begins on June 8th, and monthly payments are now available. Head to fxblincoln.com for all the details. Stop taking your health for granted and get started with Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations. Guess what?
What?
There's 5 Lincoln locations now. Oh my gosh. That's 25% more Lincoln locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11th, located right alongside 93.7 The Ticket Studios, 1040 O Street.
You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
If
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
he stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Happy Friday, everybody. Song of the day, Unchained. Yeah. Van Halen, 1981. 464-5685. 1 is bad, 10 is good.
Oh,
10 is already on the
played,
Starter Heyman
Jake
Jewelers
played
song of the day.
that song way longer than he plays Heyman songs.
That one had to be played forever. It's just it's a Friday song.
Jake, good
You
God.
see, Sip was pounding the desk. He was singing that one.
It sounds
doing
so,
a lot over here.
It sounds so good in headphones.
It does.
Oh, my
man.
God.
Wow.
Oh my God. They had a little stretch, didn't they? Van Halen. The real Van Halen had a real
Yeah,
stretch.
it's not Van Hagar.
No, not Van Hagar.
Van
Don't
Hagar.
do the Van Hagar.
Don't do
thing.
it.
No, are you in on that?
What's that?
No, you're out.
No,
on Van, I was out on Van Hagar.
I'm out on it. Sammy Hagar is very talented, but just when you tie it together, no.
That is ridiculous. They were so ridiculously
I saw
good.
Sip screaming that one over there.
Yeah.
You're yelling.
They got really good. Oh my God, Jake. Thank you for that. Good God. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
didn't
I
see
mean,
that
that
one
just,
coming, did you?
I hate to say it. I hope Heyman's not listening. That just puts Grand Funk to shame.
Yeah.
God. Good God. I mean,
Maybe not Grand Funk, but the song
Yeah.
that was selected
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah.
We gave it ones. You give it in the one.
Right, all four of us.
All four of us in the
were
one.
But
one
Van,
there.
to be fair to Grand Funk, Van Halen puts a lot of bands to shame. They do. I go 9.6443. 9.6443.
Okay, Bill.
I was a little shocked. I didn't know every word. I knew the words, but I didn't know it well enough
Kinda
to
strange.
Yeah, it's a little strange because I think when I was listening, I just kind of it's like the driving beat, and that's kind of what I was listening to back in my Camaro. That's it was.
I know you listened to that.
I did. I had cassette. God, I did. Yeah, so that kind of shocks me a little bit. Really, really like. I'm going 84469.
Okay.
Well, Ben, will you score real quick? 6-5, 7-1.
7-1. All right.
Well,
Good
we
job,
got Derek Bombeck from
Sport.
Visit Lincoln with us, director of sport. I wasn't getting the same vibe as you two from Derek on that one. Derek, what was your rating for that
I
one?
was surrounded by emotion. I had Sip pounding and singing in left ear. I had Jake pointing at me and singing it in right ear. And I was overwhelmed. But again, it didn't hit me the same way. So I'm just going to go like a 6.2.
Be your own person. I like that.
Better than a 1-5, I suppose.
Better than
like
1-5.
yesterday's.
Who you're the director of sport for?
Visit Lincoln.
Visit Lincoln.
Yes.
Visit Lincoln.
Visit Lincoln.
Check out Lincoln.org for all your events.
I'm sorry.
Check out Lincoln.org for all your events.
Lincoln.org. Okay.
Yes, Derek's with us every other Friday talking about all things coming up this weekend and up the next week also. But let's talk about, Derek, Cruising for the Trades car and bike show.
Yeah, it's that time of year. A lot of different car and bike shows, but this one is special because it is the Cruising for the Trades car and bike show, and they've teamed up with the Lincoln Auto Care Alliance, and their goal is to promote trade jobs, which I know we all think is a great thing. So construction, engineering, all that stuff. So they're going to be at Haymarket Park this Saturday from 11 to 3 p.m. So come check it out. All the winners of each division of the car and bike show are going to be honored between innings at the Lincoln Salt Dog game that evening.
Oh, nice.
So for more information, you can visit the Facebook page for the Cruising for the Trades Facebook page.
Okay.
Check that out.
Good one. Good one.
Up next, this is for the summer in general. Lincoln Paddle Company, Derek.
It's that time of year. The water's getting warmer, so you should get out on it. So the Lincoln Paddle Company does a ton all summer long at Holmes Lake as well as other bodies of water around Lincoln. But every Friday evening, you can join them for a sunset paddle on a kayak or a paddleboard. And then Saturday mornings, if you don't know how to paddleboard, they do paddleboard lessons, how to stand up on those at Holmes Lake as well. All events need to be registered for, so you can check out their Facebook page as well to find out all the details on all their summer events. But
work your
just
core.
a great little, it's a great workout. We have a paddleboard out at the lake house. It's not as easy as people make it look.
Someone was just said there was interesting. Out at our lake house.
My wife's parents' lake house.
Wow, things just got, out at the
I have
we
no
won't be at the event.
Wrong
We're going to be at the
tax
lake
bracket over here.
house. We're at the lake house.
I'm going to guess that you've never been on a paddleboard before. Standing up on a paddleboard.
No.
And,
Sip
you
could
stand
do
up
it.
on. Oh, I guess you could kneel on
This
if you
goes
want
back
to.
to your balance in boxing. You would.
I might
You'd
be
probably
able
be
to-
fine on it.
I don't
Yeah.
think I've done it.
I think you do it though.
Okay,
I would wager everyone of the four of us, I'm dead last.
you could do it.
You
You're the
I'm dead
quarterback.
last.
You're the only quarterback in the room.
We're going to the house.
You were a QB.
I want to go to the lake house.
You were a
Yes.
QB.
Yeah.
Don't sell
Quarterback.
yourself short. You're a starting QB.
Joined again by
All conference. I'll bring you the picture.
See, I know.
Rabbit hole. Rabbit hole.
Derek Bombeck joins us. Okay, I'll make sure. Is
Lake
it
The
Quebeca?
Cubica?
Cubic. Okay, 2024 Cubica PBA event.
Yes, John Lucido and his staff are at it again, but Sun Valley Lanes will be playing host to the 2024 Cubica Midwest Open, June 12th through 16th. So this event is going to feature a PBA regional, a PBA women's regional, a PBA 50 and over regional, as well as a PBA junior regional. And as you can imagine, the PBA has never hosted all four of these events in one location before, but Lucido was like, yeah, let's bring it to Lincoln and let's do it all in one location. So this is going to be a great event out at Sun Valley Lanes. Next week, they're going to do a Pro-Am on June 14th, which allows amateur bowlers to bowl against some of the best professional competition in the region in a fun format. So if you're interested in bowling, if you're interested in a Pro-Am or just want to check out a first-time event that's hosting 4 PBA events in one location, check out sunvalleylanes.com for all your entertainment needs.
Good God, that's a lot.
We probably, once this is over, we probably need to get out there for a Friday afternoon meeting.
We need to.
It's been a long time, and Bill wasn't with us the last time.
Sip
So
was there for that meeting.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Well, Bill could come out.
Of course.
It's a good, great restaurant at Sun Valley. I'm not
it'd
joking.
be incredible.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
I
nice
agree.
out there. So that is June 12th through the
16th.
That's a huge event.
It's a big time. Yeah.
It's a huge
Lozita
event.
does it
Yeah.
big out there at Sun Valley.
Yeah.
Huge events.
I'm shocked by that.
I'm pretty sure my good friend Lawrence Swigert and Tim Beebe are both in the Pro-Am.
What?
They're in a golf league. Yeah, they're in a golf league. I mean, a bowling league.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
They're in a bowling league.
Switch sports.
Yeah, switch sports. They're in a bowling league here.
They are?
Yeah, they're in a bowling league, and I believe they qualify for the Pro-Am. So
Really?
I'll do some
Well,
recon
let's
on
know
that.
that.
A lot of
I'll do
times,
some
yeah.
recon.
Like, I bowled in the Pro-Am for when we hosted the U.S. Open here, and that was awesome.
Yeah,
How'd you
took a
do?
break from the
Well,
lake
it was
house.
9-pin no taps. As long as you got 9 down, you got a strike. So it was
Okay.
it
It's a
was
good feeling
fun.
for you.
Interesting 9-pin.
No tap.
Hmm.
Which there's going to be a 3 different game format for the Pro-Am this time, and that's one of the options. So
Last one today, Derek, the Cornhusker Classic.
yes, the Nebraska Quarter Horse Association and the American Quarter Horse Association are bringing the Cornhusker Classic to the Sandhills Global Event Center June 11th through 16th. This is a massive event that's going to bring over 700 competitors from all over the country. They have prize pools of over $50,000 for some of the different competitions. So if horses is what you're into, come out to the Sandhills Global Event Center. Check out the Cornhusker Classic and the Nebraska Quarter Horse Association. They put on a ton of great events all year long. So check out Nebraska Quarter Horse Association.com.
For some reason that's correct. Simple.
He
You're
laughed
into
at me.
horses. Oh.
What's that?
Jake, you got issues.
I would say. So,
what is the deal, Jake? Why are you looking at me and smiling? Go ahead and explain.
I just said that horses are dangerous. I couldn't ride a horse last night.
I remember Ben saying I'd never get on a horse. Like
I
right
can't
when
get
I
on a
walked
horse,
in.
but I respect those who do ride the horses.
Right.
Yeah, it's great.
I respect them.
I made a trip one time to watch quarter horse racing, and I believe it's the Mecca at Ruidoso Downs in
New
Ruidoso,
Mexico.
New Mexico.
You were in Rio
Doso
That
Downs,
is the
and
Mecca.
Went there just for the quarter horse races.
You did?
It was incredible. It was in the summer, so it was cooler up there. And when you watch quarter horse racing, it's just watching sprints.
They're sprints.
Just watching sprints, and it was the setup and the layout was remarkable.
You went to Ruidoso?
Ruidoso Downs
When you were coaching down there.
Yes, when I was coaching New Mexico State, made the trip.
You've had
Yes.
quite a run.
Yes, quite a run. I'm a big horse guy. But horses is just I'm emphatic with horses. I don't know them like you. I didn't work like you. I don't know what Petrinka knows, but
She's an expert.
I'm just a fan.
I know.
I'm
I got
fandom.
it. No,
That's
yeah, the power and beauty.
Yes.
The power and beauty.
Power and beauty. Yes.
Yeah.
So Ruidoso Downs would be an epic place for someone to go to.
Derek, that's a lot.
Derek, you're the man.
A lot of great
Appreciate
events going on. Go check out Lincoln.org to find one that fits you.
All right. That's Derek Bombeck, Director of Sport for Visit Lincoln.
Who will give us directions to the lake house?
Well, I'll drive you out there. I want to see you guys on a paddleboard.
All right, we'll do that. Make
I'll
it happen.
drive you out there.
We'll make it
With
with
a
a blindfold on.
Hour 2 is next, an early break in the ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
This is Coach Bill Busch. You all know my passion for Nebraska. Having coached all over the country, I can honestly say there is no place like Nebraska. You know where there's also no place like? Midwest Bank. Midwest Bank has proudly served Nebraska for over 70 years, and they're located in 9 different communities. Midwest Bank is ready, willing, and able to meet all your personal, business, and agriculture needs. Your community, your bank, and mine, Midwest Bank. Find out more at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
How many times has the dad in your life complained about being tired and sore and done nothing about it? Why not change things up this year for Father's Day with a gift certificate for a massage from the Body Shop? It's not a day at the golf course or a new tool for the shop, but it is something that can make activities less painful going forward. Get Dad a gift certificate today for Father's Day at thebodyshoplincoln.com. The Body Shop at 48th and A.
NEPCO is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEPCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEPCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Tune in every Wednesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. for the Malone Radio Show on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Don't miss the opportunity to learn about the Malone Community Center's goal to eliminate multi-generational poverty in Lincoln and the surrounding area. It's the Malone Radio Show with Executive Director John Goodwin and Sports Director Mike Hunter every Wednesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Your sprinklers are watering the street or flooding your backyard. If you're on a list that doesn't exist, it's time for Judson Irrigation. At Judson Irrigation, Lee or Lacey or Judson will make an appointment. You pick the time and they'll be there to fix your sprinkler system. Now that's service, a dying art these days.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in June. Try any of their delicious breakfast burritos or sandwiches for a great summer breakfast with the family. And don't forget, 10% of all caramel latte sales in June go to the Casa for Lincoln County. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln. Husker fans, the 2024 Nebraska football season is right around the corner, and they need your support in Memorial Stadium this fall. You can now purchase a Husker football 3-game mini plan for only $170. This plan includes tickets to the UTEP or Northern Iowa, plus Illinois or Rutgers, and either UCLA or Wisconsin games. Tickets are only available while supplies last. To purchase your Husker football 3-game mini plan today, or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl Jordan with Sartor Hammond Jewelry, here to drop some knowledge bombs on how to wow your woman. Size matters, but not the way you're thinking, guys. Make sure you know her ring size before you even think about popping the question. If you aren't a surprise kind of guy, ask her. I bet she knows her size. If you are a surprise kind of guy, bring in a piece and we can get close to the right size. We will make it perfect for her when the time is right. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Hammond Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of liberty for those accused and the pursuit of justice for those injured. Liberty Law Group's relentless trial attorneys specialize in criminal defense and personal injury law. Navigating the legal system can be stressful, overwhelming, and full of uncertainty. We believe in treating every client with respect, compassion, and understanding. When you're in need of legal assistance, trust Liberty Law Group to fight for you. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans and I'm not the Titans. So I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Friday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on early break. Hour 2 is always sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location in Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane. Also at 70th and Pioneers. And what does Steve Schindler have for us today, Bill?
It's set up right in between. There's an area right in between the golf cart track and the bank. On the west side of the bank right there. And there's Steve set up 44 booths. And they're all, and every booth is already filled. But he also has spillover areas. They can also have a kind of a separate freestanding booth also. But it's his version. It's a swap meet. And a swap meet basically is like it's Shin Daddy's version of Radio Tradio.
Oh.
And so you get to bring your product in, but you have to swap for it. There's no money exchanging hands.
Swap.
Everything is swapped. So you're gonna trade it out. It's like Radio Tradio. What do you have there? I've got a
what would you have?
Let's just say that somebody brought in
Vice grip.
3 vice grips, and like that. I will trade you for that a baseball bat.
Okay.
And
or a set of bats.
Or something like that. Or
a kayak.
A kayak could be up right there. What do you want to get for a kayak? Well, I have a golf cart. I've got a golf cart. It's a 1974. It works great. I like to trade that for a kayak.
Okay.
So there's no money exchange.
That sort of thing.
Yes, it's swap meet version of Radio Tradio.
How fun is that?
Yeah, so it's gonna be a lot. So there's gonna be just stuff everywhere.
Could be a small stuff like a toolbox,
a grill, anything like that. Charcoal grill, a Weber. I want to get that. I'd like to get that Weber grill.
44 booths.
Yes, 44 booths. So it can be, you just kind of walk, like, what do you got? Oh, I really like that alarm clock. Well, what do you want to trade me for it? I'll see if I want to barter for it.
Okay, interesting.
So
the go-kart track is still
going. The go-kart track is still, they'll be running the entire time. So there'll be a lot.
It's still going.
Oh, yeah, it's still going. A lot of background noise. We're going to have ripping through the parking
There's a lot.
Yeah, and you can still bank with.
It's
Steve.
like the county fairgrounds out there.
It is.
But there's a bank.
It's like Sandhills Global got involved. That's what it feels like. But they didn't. That's who involved.
It's starting to take on the feel of fairgrounds. Which is fine. But there's a bank there.
There's a bank there, and you do all your banking.
You almost have to remind yourself.
So you go to today when you go to get a cashier's check, you're going to see a go-kart track and a swap meet going on. Yeah. So a lot going on there.
You don't have to pay either. Just go bank. Go bank.
Yeah,
it's incredible. It's amazing.
He's going to need a crew out there.
You don't have to go in and get money out because you just swap for everything.
He's going to soon need a maintenance crew.
A maintenance crew, exactly.
I mean, he can handle a lot of it, but it feels like the enterprise is growing.
It's growing. Well, the bank's growing, Steve.
Oh,
yeah, the bank's growing. There's a lot of financial advantages if you're part of Midwest Bank in Creighton.
There he is. The cutout is there.
Someone said in the text line that golf cart guy's going to get ripped off if you go and kayak for a golf.
Yeah, I was going to say, is maybe the golf cart's not running.
You don't know. You're not sure exactly. You get a chance to talk things out. That's the thing is, so sometimes the trade might be real because the guy might be like, I don't give two craps about this golf cart, and I want a kayak.
Yeah, I'll take a kayak.
So yeah,
I can take a kayak
because sometimes things are worth more, but can you really get it?
Right.
Okay. Okay. So can I sell this for this amount so I can go buy a kayak?
Mm-hmm.
Probably not.
No.
So it's all about what you really
swap me.
It's what you value. You put the value in what's important to you.
God dang.
And then get a chance at that. Hey, if you throw in the fourth vice grip, I'll do it. But if not, we're not doing it.
3 vice grips is an interesting one. I was just thinking about one.
Yes.
3.
So there's 3.
All different sizes. Maybe there's a channel lock involved. I don't know,
Okay.
could be a channel lock involved in this. So a lot going on.
Wow.
You're going out there.
Swap meet in Creighton.
Yes. Can we hit on something real quick?
Please. What do you got, Bill?
Son of the Platte.
Yes.
Douglas Polk.
We have the book.
Please.
That is a part of the show every day.
Son of the Platte is a book we keep with us because I am a son of the Platte.
It reminds you who you are.
Yeah.
Steve Sipple, from Columbus. The Platte River's right there.
Jake, it reminds me of who I am.
Yeah. Just make sure you know who you are.
All right.
But Douglas sent us all an individual poem, and mine was incredible. And he did it while his wife was in the ER. He had some time to sit and he needed some time to kind of recalibrate. Is that right? Is that what I'm looking for?
I'm sure what he did with you, he captures this pretty well.
He does extremely well. Yes, and even mentioning that I'm unemployed. He mentioned that at the end.
He did say that.
He mentioned that I'm unemployed. But no,
You're employed.
It was really, really
You're
good.
employed.
So thank you.
You're sitting here working.
Douglas, thank you.
Yeah, it is
Yes.
very flattering.
Flattering.
Yeah, God
He wrote
bless you.
3 separate poems, one for each of us.
Yes.
And he
Thank you,
captured us.
Douglas.
Yes.
He captured us.
He did. Son of the Platte.
He listens closely, which good writers do.
He
and
couldn't
then
have
he
captured me
captures.
better. Couldn't have
Yeah.
done a better job.
Thank you.
So thank you to Douglas, and the poems are wonderful, and the book is an incredible part.
It's here
of the
every
show.
day. It's here every day.
If it's there's one day I lost, I had to look for like 20 minutes. I was looking. I said, "Where is the book?" It was buried under a stack of papers in the production.
It
studio. I
made-
said, no, not. That's not gonna fly here.
Just remember, it was out at Cedars.
It was.
Jake brought it out to Cedars. Jake brought it out to a remote.
I bring it out to every remote. If we go to the National Guard, I usually have
Yes.
Son of the Platte there. It's a comfort book.
So Douglas, thank you. It is a comfort book.
We got a comfort bat. We've got a comfort book.
It's kind of the deal. Now,
comfort
if
here.
it's not there, it would freak me out.
Yeah.
The show's
Completely
not
freak me
right.
out.
The show's
No.
not the same
It's
without
here.
no.
It's
a
here.
Son of the Platte. So
Yeah.
thank you to Douglas. Appreciate that. 402-464-5685. Call or text as always. I saw an article yesterday on the king of the offseason, CBS Sports.
Yes.
They're always helping us out with topics in the offseason. Then the article is titled End of the Analyst Army, ? Why revenue sharing could curb college football's off-field staff swell. Now, we talked about a month ago in the show that there's potentially, it could be unlimited, or not maybe unlimited, but a growing amount of coaches potentially in college football. This article makes it feel like it could be the opposite because of the revenue sharing going to the athletes, trying to help out basically in the form of NIL, would take away that revenue that could go to a potential analyst, which Nick Saban thrived, as it says. Nick Saban had a ton of analysts have success who kind of had a rehab session of their coaching career of Lane Kiffin, Butch Jones, among others. And I'm just curious if you are on the same wavelength as this in terms of the
Well, there's a couple,
analyst army.
There's a couple things with it. The more is not always better.
Okay.
It just having just like we're just having a great example, and I'm not in the room, so the specifics you can't nail down. But the biggest example is for the biggest staff right now is who has the biggest staff in college football.
The biggest staff in college football would belong to Alabama.
No,
right?
Florida Florida Gators.
Ooh.
Florida's got. Just look.
right.
Just
Right
look.
conference.
Just look
Well,
at
Alabama.
Just look at the staff pictures. There's like 100 people. It's insane. If you talk to anybody, Florida is the biggest. And so more is not better. It's not always going to be the guarantee that
it's
that
not
it has.
always
not always better. And you have to have an extreme coach like a Nick Saban that is so organized and so on task. And he goes out and he gets exactly who he needs in these spots. There's not tons of them, but it's a little bit of a there's been quoted as like a rehab type place. Also, financially though, Jake, where it's different is several people that Coach Saban may have brought in were still under contract.
Okay.
So they were getting paid by the previous school.
Good money still.
Not coming out of the money from the present school that they were working at. But to have anyone that is available to coach on the field is a very wise move.
Thank you for saying that.
If you're available you should be able to coach. You should not be limited on coaches.
Okay, I agree with that 100%. When I read your rundown, the first thing I thought was, okay, you're always looking at your budgets if you're an AD, all that.
Absolutely.
But where I'm looking to cut is not the guys who are experts in landing talent, identifying talent and landing it. That's not where I'm looking to cut first. Because that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
You want that room really good.
Yeah,
I think
I'm paying them. I'm paying them. I'll look other places to cut.
There's the extra, the assistant to the assistant to the assistant will be the ones that'll be looked at. Can we get through this? Can we get by without this particular person, or what do you do?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they didn't think about this. Trev fired 17.
Now,
17
but
people.
not all. It wasn't like he went to the football.
No, he did not. That's what I said.
Programming.
So a lot of it's going to come probably from more of the administration part.
Right. Again, I'm of the mind. Yes, I'm of the mind that I'm not looking to my football program to make cuts. I'm not looking to the guys who identify talent and bring it in to make cuts. I'm looking to other places to make. The football program runs the show.
Yeah.
Never forget that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that if Nebraska's rolling, everything is better. Okay. So I'm not going there and saying, hey, these analysts, I don't know. Yeah. That he's really good about identifying talent. He's proven, but I think we don't need that. No, I'm not doing that. In fact, the more you have of that, to me, the better.
We didn't have, and we had analysts at LSU who were valuable, but the analysts that are the most valuable it's not so much the ex-head coach that's coming in to be part of it. It's the behind the scenes. We had a couple analysts at LSU that were incredible. I had a couple at Nebraska that were incredible to get practice ready to go. I mean, Demetrius Brim, the amount of time that
Demetrius Brim, the old linebacker at UCF.
Correct. The amount of time that he put in and we'd be late with him late at night because he got everything. And I'm talking about the cards and the script and the exactness of how we had to have it. If you lose those guys,
God, I'm glad you mentioned Demetrius Brim.
If you lose those guys, you will be an absolute mess.
You look other places for cuts.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just
I know
revenue sharing.
Jake is right because all
I
of a
get
sudden,
where you're coming from, Jake.
I didn't make CPS.
Basically, whatever money you bring in, now you can spend $20 million of it on your players. Was still an 1890 involved, right? But you can do that. Right. So all of the programs that are obviously trying to have great success, they're going to be like, you don't have to spend any of it on your players. But imagine being the programs like, and so Iowa spent $20 million and Nebraska spent $6 million. Like, no, that's a bad look. Bad look. So we'd be, oh no, the $20 million that we got. But at the same time, remember, Big Ten is getting so much more money even take the Big 12 is, so it's all relevant with where they're going to be stacked at. But you don't want to lose people in the football coaching world. That would be a bad setback. That would be a bad setback. But there are going to be people who are going to be like, hold it now. What do they do?
I know. There's some fat. There's always some fat.
And what do they do? And how important is it? Can we get by without them? But
my stance on it is simply this. Talent acquisition is what it's all about to me. You have to get the right guys. We've seen what's happened here when you don't have the right guys. Talent acquisition is that's what I can't emphasize it enough. It's getting the right players.
The most important thing you do, I mean, everyone knows this, but Kyle Whittingham is the one that stressed the most. Is like recruiting is the most important. And like I always said, if you want a tough, dependable, hard-nosed, intelligent, you name it, everything you want in a team, recruit it.
I know.
Recruit it.
That's it. Now I know it's kind of should go without saying, right? It should go without saying, but I think sometimes you need to emphasize it. Just like what you said. I mean,
if you want to have that, you have to recruit it.
Got to recruit it.
Anytime you're trying to have an entire roster of talented, it has several red flags, but we'll change them. That's bad ball.
I'm on.
That's bad ball.
Good luck.
As you pointed out, Bill, I mean, Florida again has a huge staff. When Billy Napier was hired, he said, we're going to hire an army of people here. We're going to create an infrastructure not only in the personnel department, but also from on-campus recruiting, creative media, name, image, and likeness. We've got a great vision for the organization that we're going to create here. Now they've won 11.
I like that.
11 games in 2 years they've won.
No, it's not working, but I like it. I don't mind that.
He created a game changer coordinator, a director of player engagement and NIL, and multiple full-time dietitians in terms of that.
Again, I mean, I don't know about the dietitians, but I don't mind that mindset at all.
To have a team of on-campus recruiters, oh wow, it's critical.
Yeah,
it's critical to have like, hey, these guys are in charge usually it's on Thursday nights now. It's when the players arrive. They can't do anything with them until Friday morning. But when they step on campus, it has to be a team. And you're definitely heavily involved as an assistant coach. But you have to be so good. You have to be so good with what's going on.
Think about it.
And everybody and I'll bring back this one that was where I think Urban was the best I was ever around, which I worked with, was total alignment. I mean, there is no side conversations. Everyone knows exactly what our goal is here, exactly what we're trying to get done. It is just boom. It's incredible.
Wow.
Total alignment is what matters.
Jake, think about when a big time player comes into Lincoln for an official visit or, multiple, Nebraska's got to put its best foot forward. And then that takes organization.
Yeah.
like Bill's saying. You know who was Frank Solich's on-campus head of on-campus recruiting was Lance Leipold. I mean, that's, you're going way back, but it's a critical position. Those are critical positions. So I'm all about whatever it takes. And yeah, it's fat at Florida and it's not working, but I don't mind him. I don't mind that approach. I don't know why it's not working at Florida. I don't know what's going on there. They have to have talent, right?
And you just want to nail everything. You just have to you have to be so, because you don't know what person might be like, wow, I just feel this great vibe from everybody. Where all of a sudden it's like, and all of a sudden someone says something and you're just like, whoa, what was that? And it's somebody that they all have to be in total alignment.
Right.
So that part of it is really good. But where they should never cut back is those that are actually coaching the players.
Right.
Obtaining talent, coaching of the players, developing the players. Those two things. That's a spot you should build.
Yeah, I bristled when I saw that. Like, this is where we're going to cut.
And so, but with the revenue sharing part of it, didn't solve a lot of problems, but it does help some things. But the NIL still be going just as hard as ever. Well, it doesn't set anything back with that, with what they're doing. So
what you're saying is they're moving the payment in-house of players. $22 million.
What it hurts the most, because like I said, there's 3 divisions now. It used to be the Power 4 and the Group of 5. It's not.
Now what is it?
Now it's the Power 2. And then the next 2, because it's not even close between the SEC and the Big Ten.
I hate to hear
it's not even close with the Big 12 and the ACC. It's not. They're suing the ACC to get out of the conference. To tell you what they're doing. Could you imagine Purdue right now trying to sue the Big Ten to get out?
No.
Imagine Indiana. We want out.
No, I sat with my nephew Bennett Sipple. Had lunch at Papa Do's, the original Papa Do's, by the way, in Houston, and he's a Florida State backer. He says Florida State's obsessed with getting out. Florida State is obsessed with getting out of the ACC.
So it's the Big 2. So the Big 2 aren't panicking near as much. But if you're in the Big 12 now and you're at Baylor, and all of a sudden they're saying, okay, you say whatever your payout was. I don't know what they get, 30, 40 million for their payout in the Big 12, but 20 million of it now goes to now is expendable to players. So now your budget is way cut. Where at a Big 10 school and you're getting 80 million. With what you have.
Or whatever.
And then a lot of places too.
You have the money, is what you're saying.
Money. Yeah. Purdue's and Indiana's and those places, they don't have the same money that Nebraska has. So they're not as stressed as far as that they have to, because it's like, no, we don't have 6 ticket managers or whatever it is.
Yeah, here's the thing, Jake. If you have the money you paid, I get where you pay analysts is what you got to do. But you're right. It's not the same conversation everywhere.
Yeah.
Indiana, Purdue's a little different.
It's real simple. Every place I've been, there's been analysts that you can't live without. And there's some in the room. It's like, I have no idea what you're doing. That's simple.
Really?
And that's every place.
Really?
And I'm not saying it, but in general, there's somebody, if you really knew, it's like, and then guess what? You just gravitate to those who are getting all the stuff done.
Okay.
I thought, so like I said, when I took over as a defensive coordinator, Demetrius Brim is the one who saved me.
Demetrius Brim.
He's the one who got
Frost
it done.
brought him over from UCF.
Yeah.
And he played linebacker at UCF.
Started his career at Virginia and then transferred.
Do you know where he's at now, Demetrius?
Yes, he's at Lehigh.
Is he at Lehigh?
Nice.
Coaching D-line.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you for mentioning him.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't mind the army of analysts, of people with interesting tags. I don't mind it if they're getting it done.
I don't think people mind the army. It's the fact that the revenue sharing changes the ability to have all those guys, all those players, all those coaches. Excuse me.
It might. I don't know.
It
could.
Not
There's
for sure,
places where it doesn't. I mean, what I've heard are smart people saying there's plenty of money to go around in the Power 2.
In the Power 2.
In the Power 2.
Once it goes beyond that,
it's
way different. You're at Boston College. There's not tons of money.
What
to go around.
What about if you're at K-State?
That's still Big 12. It's a little tougher because all of a sudden you just say, hey, we're going to take 20 million of what we bring in and we're going to spend it on the players. That's what they're doing.
Right.
And the whole idea is to take some heat off of the NIL, but it didn't solve any problems because the idea was at some point in time was to be like, hey, we're going to try to get this in-house. There's no in-house. They're still 1890.
You got to be creative. You got to be creative if you're an AD. Look what Ohio State's doing. Now they're awash in money, but they still are doing things like this. They're selling tickets to their practices, and all the money goes to their NIL. Yeah. So they're selling tickets. They're selling a set amount for $50 a piece.
You get a fan experience.
Yeah. And you get sunglasses.
Yes.
August 1 through 4, there's 4 or 5 practices you can go to for $50 a shot. They're capping it, I think, at $750 per practice. But that money, it's not even an Ohio State athletic department venture. It's like their collectives doing it.
Imagine that here. Because fans can watch Raiola for 4 practices.
Okay,
with their first scoop besides the spring game.
It would be brilliant to whatever the charge is, and actually have practice or one of the practices that whatever in this stadium.
Mm-hmm.
And then what Ohio State did was I thought was brilliant too was it's in the first 4 days.
First 4 days.
So it's very
vanilla,
vanilla, generic. It's just you're doing work, you're doing drills, you're doing. It's not. It's very much so. But everyone, like I said, even the first 2 days, they're not even in pads.
Right.
And so you have a chance to see. Could you imagine? There's a chance to put several $1 million into 1890 if you did that. Several million.
Not if you capped it. Now,
I know that, but I'm saying
if
don't
you didn't cap it.
If you just say Memorial Stadium, there's a chance in August
people would
you get 25,000 people maybe to go to a practice.
Would you at 50 a shot?
They want to see Dylan Raiola, man. Are you kidding me? Yeah, they want to.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I don't know. I wonder. I wonder how many people would buy it.
Yeah. And it might be. I would probably, if I was going to do bigger, I'd probably be more like we're going to do it 2 days. Maybe we're going to have these 2 days, and then we're going to come to see practice. But I when I read it, I was like, whoa,
interesting.
This is smart.
And you went straight to Dylan Raiola.
I think that's
what people would want to see.
Well, they want to see the whole team, but that's that guy with the massive buzz right now.
You stop and think about who. I mean, football coaches are so paranoid. It's so awful. It's so bad. What can you do in the NFL?
Watch every practice.
Watch all the preseason practice. You got to go to them.
Right.
They encourage you to come on. Come on, watch us.
The Packers have kids and they ride their bikes to practice.
I've always told you, if you're installing something and you think it's what the media sees this, we don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know if you're doing something different.
I've been to practices before. I've been and watched them. Yeah. I'm like there'll be you go like the Jets. There might be 6,000-7,000 fans.
Oh yeah.
Just watch when camp starts.
Oh no, they're
so it's not one of these things where you go, oh, this is unprecedented. No, it's not. They come all the time.
Right.
And that would
100.
I mean, right now you have to have ways for revenue that are outside.
That's a way. Even Ohio State has to be creative.
Think about that.
They're awash in money, but they're still creative.
They're probably the favorites. One of the favorites to win it all. And they're inviting their fans to come.
God, I was looking at them yesterday. They are incredibly loaded. I mean,
they usually are, but
I mean, they got 2 NFL running backs, Judkins and Travion Henderson, guys that would start right now in the NFL.
Yes,
guys that would start right now in the NFL.
I'm putting down two. I think
2 of them.
I think Will Howard will have a tremendous year.
Well, he's got a lot of
when you have
good
that kind of
talent
defense and that kind of talent around you. Just imagine that. Remember, he was the quarterback.
And a running game.
In a running game. They won the Big 12.
Think about the pressure that takes off him when you got Judkins and Travion Henderson.
Yeah. If you won the Big 12, he's played a lot of games.
Yep.
When we come back, Bill's Thrills on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jay Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
At Southeast Community College, community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety and licensing, online learning, and adult education classes across Southeast Nebraska or online in your own home. Learn to ride a motorcycle, how to start a small business, how to dance, or take a course to advance in your current career path. See the full schedule of continuing education classes online at southeast.edu/continuing. SCC, your path to possible.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com. Serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
Spring often marks the beginning of severe weather, which can lead to power outages. LES wants you to be prepared before the storm. Restock your emergency kit, update your info with LES, and if you encounter an outage, report it at les.com/report.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of liberty for those accused and the pursuit of justice for those injured. Liberty Law Group's relentless trial attorneys specialize in criminal defense and personal injury law. Navigating the legal system can be stressful, overwhelming, and full of uncertainty. We believe in treating every client with respect, compassion, and understanding. When you're in need of legal assistance, trust Liberty Law Group to fight for you. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Take your internet service to new levels with Allo, your award-winning internet provider across our fiber hoods. Allo isn't just about the fastest internet available. It's about connecting you to your world, work, and play seamlessly. Our award-winning service ensures affordable, secure, and reliable connectivity, setting us apart. Ready to transform your internet experience? Experience the fiber difference today. Sign up now at allofiber.com. Allo, connecting your world.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
This
I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk.
is Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We were just gifted during the break from Missing Tooth Craig some breakfast items. You had a
fritter,
apple fritter.
He
fritter.
brings fritters. Missing Tooth Greg is in the
Chocolate
house.
milk. Chocolate milk. Also, we tried a Twinkies iced latte, which I think you and I were fans of. Sip. Bill was not a fan of that at all.
Yeah, it was not.
I thought it was strangely good. A Twinkie iced latte.
Latte.
Latte. You get that in Hobicon.
Yeah.
Latte.
Yeah.
Latte.
Latte. I mean, come on, Hope.
Yeah, we have problems.
We do.
We're a talk show host.
Before we get to Bill's Thrills, what does Bill's hat say, Sip? Can you read
It
that?
says, lean in. First rate ag.
Making sure you can read that.
First rate ag.
It's not second rate, third rate. It's first rate ag. They're a full service ag retailer offering everything from crop protection to lawn fertilizer. They've been around for 25 years in business. You can always reach out at firstrateag.com or call 308-995-8327 and ask for Parker or Chris.
So the incredible part about being on this show and being just the plus the and one is the chance of the friendships I've made through some of the connections here. And then also with these guys with First Rate Ag, I'm texting last night with Parker and he tells me
really
they're rolling right now. He sends me a picture of them out working. And he goes, we're rolling in 3 counties right now. And we got dry and liquid going down. I mean, they're putting product down. He sends me a picture of it. In the back, he goes, but don't worry about the big pile of cow crap in the back. There is a giant pile of cow manure, which obviously is also being spread on the.
That's
don't mind
part of it.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Part of the science.
But it's just so nice. I feel like I'm part of the process.
Yeah, you must.
I get the photos. I get photos of them out there working. They're out there. They're in 3 counties right now, and they're going about 18 hours a day because they can. It's light 18 hours a day.
It is.
If it's
Which
light,
you love.
they're working. Oh yeah,
Bill's a big
like that,
fan of the
don't you?
light.
love waking up when it's light and
Going to bed when it's light.
Yeah, it's like I feel like I'm living in Alaska right now.
So First Rate Ag.
First Rate Ag.
And
Number one.
who are your friends?
What's
your main
that?
friends?
Parker and Chris.
Parker and Chris.
The Nelsons. Yes.
Okay. And
The great
Chris is
people.
which one handles the barbecue?
Chris.
That's Chris.
At Score One
He's the
Smoke.
number one barbecuer in Nebraska.
So he's got like a
Tri-state
side
area.
gig.
Side gig. So he's doing fertilizer. And oh, by the way, I'm also a professional barbecuer.
And you were texting with these gentlemen.
Yes, texting.
You have friends.
Yes, I'm friends.
He's had friends
It
everywhere.
just makes it's
This is
it's
fun.
fun to be part of it. I feel like I'm ag. I feel like I'm part of the ag.
You're learning.
world. I'm learning.
Yes.
Exactly.
Bill is
They're
ag.
educating me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks to First Rate Ag. FirstRateAg.com.
Number one.
Not
It
two.
is time for Bill's Thrills. Here we go on a Friday.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh,
yeah.
is
We
this gonna be
need it.
bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. Have you seen? I sent it to you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
Yes, as always, Bill's Thrills sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors, the ATMs, the cash cows of Lincoln. Call them at 402-730-7387 to plan your financial future today. Fridays are always Wish I Was There
Wish
Friday.
I was
that's
there.
right.
Wish I was there. Real quick shout out. Dirk and Ty, get a hold of them today if you want to have any sort of business done, because Scott is out. He's in a big time member guest golf tournament at Firethorn.
Ooh.
He is performing.
That's this weekend?
That's this weekend. Yes.
Are you in
This
that?
weekend.
No, I'm not
He's
in
in a
that. Nope.
big event right there this weekend. It's not really this. Take it back. It's not member guest. It's the shorty. And it's a big golf tournament out at Firethorn. And Scott is one of the favorites going in.
He is.
He's one of the favorites to win it all.
He is.
So he's got a big day. So he will not be working today. I'm sure he's on the range right now, so he's not listening to this, getting ready for probably the biggest tournament of his life.
Lock in,
Yeah,
Scott.
so
Lock in, Scott.
Scott's ready to go with us. So he's locked in with that.
The shorty.
The shorty. Wish you were there.
Okay, here we go.
This is so close on whether it'd be like, would I want to 1980? You know, where do I want to be? Do I want to be at the hockey game when United States upsets Russia? Or this might be 1B or it might be 1A. It's that close to what was going on. And I wish you were there. It ties right directly into this weekend, 1973. 1973. One horse united this world. One horse united the entire world, especially this country. It did this country. I've watched this special on Secretariat over 400 times. I watched the whole thing again last night.
400.
I've watched it 400 times. And they talk about every aspect of Secretariat. And I know I made the pilgrimage to go see Secretariat and see where he's buried at, and people who took care of him.
And that is
and that was in Lexington, Kentucky.
Lexington.
Claiborne Farms was where he went to stud. And so anyway, could you imagine being at the Belmont? Could you imagine being at the Belmont in 1973? A Secretary is going for the Triple Crown, and the horse had captured. One of the writers talked about 1973 that the country was up in arms and just divided over the Vietnam War. The one thing that brought everyone together was Secretariat.
God, we need a Secretariat.
We need a Secretariat. And the horse brought everyone together. It was incredible. Still holds the record, obviously. If we could run the audio.
I was there at 6 o'clock in the morning. I was there all night. I fell asleep against a tree by his barn. The fittest I have ever seen a horse. His eyes were big as saucers. His nostrils were flared. He was nickering. His ears were playing. His muscles were rippling. And he's walking around on his hind legs. And I remember thinking to myself, boy, what are we going to see today? I'm looking at him and I think,
okay. Same one. Keep going.
Yeah, keep
looking
going.
at him and I think, I've never seen him walk like this before. He looks like the execution man. He's going to the gallows. He's about to dispatch somebody.
And they're off. Looks like the early lead goes to Mike Allen. Yes, Mike Allen going for the lead.
And he still has a quarter of a mile to go. And I'm thinking to myself, he's going to totally collapse in the stretch. He can't keep this up. And I'm asking other guys who are on the track, what are you thinking? And everybody to a man is thinking he's going too damn fast.
Secretariat is in a position that seems impossible to catch. He's into the stretch. Secretariat leads his field by 18 lengths.
I leaped up out of my chair at Belmont Park shouting, we'll never see this again.
Wow.
And I get to the elevator to go down to the winner's circle, and I'm standing next to Pete Axtell. And he said, I used to think that the Ali Frazier fight in Madison Square Garden was the greatest thing I've ever seen. This was even greater.
Wow.
Whoa.
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 How about
The
that?
Belmont is this weekend. Could you
Oh!
imagine being at the Belmont in 1973?
No, I can't imagine.
When and you listen, if you watch the whole special, they go in details of every race, but they talk about how people wept. They talked about how many tickets were not cashed.
Wow, really?
Because they saved it for their souvenir.
Really?
So they bet the $2 win ticket, which would have
Saved.
paid probably like 20 cents or whatever.
80 cents.
And they just saved. I couldn't imagine having one of those tickets right now. Imagine having the ticket to the Belmont. He won by 31 lengths. 31 lengths.
Who was that gentleman, by the way?
31 lengths.
Who was that guy talking?
Their names are up. I can't tell you. Their names are up on the deal. They're sports writers.
Oh, he was a
They're
sports writer.
Yeah. And if you watch the whole special, it's 39 minutes long. You can get it on YouTube. If you just pull it up, it'll change your life.
I need to do that.
It'll change life.
I need to do that.
Bill's watched it 400 times.
400 times. I've watched it.
40 minutes.
It's incredible.
39 minutes.
Goes through everything about talks about his end of his career, talks about everything, and just and how they almost sold Secretariat because they were going under, and they almost sold the horses, and they didn't almost have Secretariat, and just all the different stories with it. But to be there, see that nothing's ever happened in horse racing close to this horse, and nothing's ever happened like that in the Belmont.
No,
31 lengths, and he's running for the Triple Crown, and they go through the whole deal, and everyone was freaking out because the horse just took off, and Turcotte just said, I just let him run.
Turcotte,
I just let him
was
go.
the jockey.
He goes, I just let him go. And everyone thought the horse was going to collapse and die,
right?
Because he was beating everyone, and Sham was very close to him in both races. Sham was basically the runner up in every race. And the jockey, they interviewed him, and he's like, my job was he goes, just stay close to Secretary. Don't leave him. You can't let him get ahead of you. Don't leave him. He has one job to stay close. 31 lengths. He got beat.
No, and I'll tell you what, that sports writer who had the presence of mind to leap out of his seat and say, we'll never see this again. Yeah. That's brilliance right there. And yeah, we've never seen it. We've never seen anything close to it. We've never seen anything close to it. Oh, I can't even. It would be
the people that were
weeping.
There. People were weeping. He talked about one of the writers in the thing. He goes, Jack Nicklaus. He said one time I was at an event and Jack Nicklaus called me over, and he said, you were there. You were at the Belmont. You saw it. He goes, I was. He goes, and Jack Nicklaus talks about it. He goes, I watched it on my TV. I stood and I wept watching him come down the back.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
I thought Ollie Frazier was the greatest thing I ever saw.
At Madison Square Garden. Yeah.
That was the greatest thing I ever saw.
I mean, I don't want to go off on a tangent, but that was an incredible fight. But anyway, yeah, that is amazing commentary by that guy. That was a good find.
And how just like they said, that how he woke up that day. It was just like
ready to roll.
This is on.
Yeah, horse race.
It was over before it started. Yeah.
Horses are interesting, guys. They're interesting. Good ones. Maybe not even, they don't have to be good. I was always taken by it working at the racetrack for Danny Coggle at the time. And when it's race day, they know.
Yeah.
And you take them out on a lead shank and their head whips to the track. And I bet Secretariat was like that. He knew what was going on that day.
Yeah. From the text line, that Mark in Edmonton, go Oilers, by the way, says that writer is Bill Knack. He wrote for SI.
Oh, the writer.
Yeah, he could tell.
Not the writer.
The guy talking.
Yeah. Bill Knack.
Bill Knack from Sports Illustrated back in the day.
Okay. So he covered racing for them. Yeah.
If you watch the whole documentary, which is like there's 39 minutes long, and everyone talks about Secretary, the different things that the horse did and the attraction it had, and the one that when the race cover, the guy just covers just horse racing was like, he goes, it was different. He goes, there'd be there were people who went to the track that were bettors he talked about how they would step over someone having a heart attack to get their bet in. He goes, it was different because it captured America.
Oh yeah, racing was bigger back then for sure. And that was God, that was good.
People said they got goosebumps listening to that.
Yeah. I get goosebumps talking about it.
I do.
Yeah, just talking about it, I get goosebumps.
Yeah, when you hear it and watch, and you watch the whole race, you watching it. It's incredible to watch him when he takes off, and it's just like, this is insane. It would be like winning the 100 meters by 60 meters in the Olympics.
That shouldn't happen. That doesn't happen.
What happened? He won by 60 meters. That's what it would be like. That type of a run. And the thing was that like he would have won by more. The race was longer. It was just incredible.
It wasn't slowing down. That is a great edition of Bill's Thrills, sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid Plains Advisors, the ATMs, the cash cows in Lincoln. Wish I was there Friday. Secretary.
I wish I was there. You were 6.
What's that?
You were 6?
Yes.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
Let's play the game show. It's a 4-0 week so far. We're going for an undefeated week. And that'd be 12 straight wins, I believe, in general.
For 12
it's
straight
getting
wins.
scary in here. It's getting scary.
We're like Secretariat.
We are.
You are. This
Belmont.
is Secretariat.
This is the Belmont.
Today, Film Friday, we're going to Liam Neeson. Do you know your Liam Neeson
We just
movies?
lost. We just went to 11-1.
We'll see about that. You never know. You
There's
never know.
no chance.
You never know.
I don't know any.
Do you think
of
you
them.
know any Liam Neeson movies? I think we had a chance today.
Jake came after us.
I did not.
Came after
you will have a chance to get these right. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
Will it be an undefeated week or not? 4-0, the record for Sip and Bill on the week. Today's topic on a Film Friday is Liam Neeson. You guys don't feel good about this today?
No, I don't.
He's in those movies where he protects his daughter.
He plays the same role pretty much every time the last 15 years or so.
He's action-packed and he's got a grudge. Yes.
Every one of them.
He's battling evil.
He's battling evil, exactly.
Yeah.
It's not such a grudge. He's battling
fighting
evil. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. We've got Phil. Phil, how do you feel about Liam Neeson movies today?
I feel pretty good.
All right. Bill is a lifeline for Sip for one question as always. Phil, first question goes to you. In what 1996 movie does Liam Neeson star as an Irish revolutionary who leads a guerrilla war against the UK and helps negotiate the creation of the Irish Free State?
Michael Collins.
Brilliant! Michael Collins is correct.
Never heard of the
movie. I've never heard of it.
Well, it wasn't your questions. That's good.
Okay.
It's
Michael
almost Did you also call Phil last night and tell him, hey, this is going to be with this sounds awkward?
Hey, okay, let's just lock in and try.
I think you guys should get this one right.
Oh, really?
For the tie. First question. What 1993 movie features Liam Neeson as a German businessman who becomes concerned for his Jewish workforce after witnessing their persecution by the Nazis?
Don't even have a guess. Have
Say it
no
again.
guess.
What 1993 movie features Liam Neeson as a German businessman who becomes concerned for his Jewish workforce after witnessing their persecution by the Nazis?
I don't have a guess. I can't even hazard a guess.
Well, Bill is not going to help you here. He says he has nothing for
You have nothing.
You got any guess?
No, I have no guess.
5 seconds. Sip. 5.
Just blow the horn.
Running on empty.
It's not a tribute to Jackson Brown. No, it's not.
That's not right.
That's not right.
Phil, do you want that one or not, Phil?
Yeah, that's Schindler's List.
Brilliant. Schindler's List.
Okay, we should have got
that one. You should have.
Yeah,
got,
Jake, that's fair. I didn't know he was in that.
I didn't know he was in. I had no idea he was. No.
Schindler's List is
Yes.
We got Schindler right here.
yeah, one of your best. Yeah.
He made the Schindler.
Anyway,
This is for the win. They're up 2-0.
put us out.
Phil.
Put us out.
Just end it.
What 2011 movie features Liam Neeson among 6 oil workers who must survive merciless wolves after the plane crashes in Alaska?
Oh,
The Gray.
yeah.
Brilliant! The streak is over. The Gray was correct.
It's kind of nice. It's over. There's a lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure.
I didn't sleep well last night.
11 straight wins is a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot.
We just got hammered today by Bill.
That doesn't
Yeah,
bother me
Phil.
though. I mean, films aren't going to get me. Phil, nice job. Phil knew.
Phil,
things.
congrats. We'll get you bagels. Nice work.
Yeah.
Good work today. The streak is over, but a new streak can start
Bill
Monday.
did a good job.
Phil did a really good job.
He knew those. Say in order the names of the movies again, please.
Michael Collins.
Michael Collins.
Schindler's List. And The Gray.
Okay. Because Jake often will go back to movies.
I have used
So-
this one before in the past,
Yeah.
actually. Years ago. So
Keep that in mind.
Keep that in mind.
The
Okay.
Gray,
Yeah.
Schindler's List, and Michael Collins.
yes.
Okay.
Tiebreaker, since you lost, might as well do this anyways. Liam Neeson's first movie was called Pilgrim's Progress. What year did that movie come out, Bill?
1984.
Ooh, that's
Before
a good guess.
or after 84? Sip.
Strikes me as a good guess.
It's really close. I can tell
I
you
would
this.
say-
I'm really close.
After 84.
Before 1978.
Okay.
1978.
Wow, he's been around.
You're in the right realm there. You're in the right era there.
Pilgrim's Progress.
Yes.
Don't know anything about the movie.
Fighting
That's just-
evil.
that's what Liam Neeson does all the time.
An evil fighter.
Yes.
Yeah, he's never the bad guy. He's never the bad
Now,
guy.
Jake, a quick programming announcement. I can't stay for the
Okay, that's fine.
spillover.
Why not? Are you doing some sort
I'm
of?
on the run.
You're on the run.
Oh, no.
Are you on another radio station?
No.
Sometimes you're another radio station.
Stop. No. I gotta.
What is it? Tell us. Is there a problem at home?
No.
You said the words "I'm on the run" on the radio.
I'm on the run.
Yeah.
Okay. He's look at Bill's face. He's
Your
concerned.
police officers might stop by here.
No, I got things. I got a place I gotta be. Is what maybe a better way
Is
to
it a
put it.
haircut?
Okay, that's better.
No, I don't need a haircut.
We can keep guessing until we get it right.
Yeah. We'd like some answers when we go off air. We want some answers.
Yes. All right.
Yes.
The spillover is next on Early Break on the Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about
Atomic Diesel?
that? Comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with
Atomic Diesel.
Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how
Atomic Diesel
and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of liberty for those accused and the pursuit of justice for those injured. Liberty Law Group's relentless trial attorneys specialize in criminal defense and personal injury law. Navigating the legal system can be stressful, overwhelming, and full of uncertainty. We believe in treating every client with respect, compassion, and understanding. When you're in need of legal assistance, trust Liberty Law Group to fight for you. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Several irrigation contractors in Lincoln go out of business every year, leaving sprinkler system orphans, begging for service. The folks at Judson Irrigation shed a tear for these little fellas. They've been coddling these orphans for more than 40 years. From redesign, repairing, replacing, and restoring, remember the Judson Irrigation Orphanage.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Ready to upgrade your combine in 2024? The team at Landmark Implement is here to help find the right combine to fit your operations needs. Choose from 4.75% for up to 60 months or a 12-month interest waiver, followed by John Deere financial rates with approved credit through the end of June. When you purchase a pre-owned S or X combine from Landmark, know you are backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network with mobile techs and parts drop-off points to keep you up and running. View our current inventory online at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The Electrical Workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl Jordan with Starter Heyman Jewelry, here to drop some knowledge bombs on how to wow your woman. Size matters, but not the way you're thinking, guys. Make sure you know her ring size before you even think about popping the question. If you aren't a surprise kind of guy, ask her. I bet she knows her size. If you are a surprise kind of guy, bring in a piece and we can get close to the right size. We will make it perfect for her when the time is right. Until next time, this is Jordan at Starter Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Problem gambling is not just a financial issue. It's an emotional problem with financial consequences. If your loved one is struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Do you need motivation to get to the gym on the weekend or even in general? Tune into the Movement Hour each Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. Movement Academy owner Robert Kuhlman will host the show as he introduces new ways to stay in shape. The Movement Hour every Saturday morning from 10 to 11 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Is it time to replace your AC? Call Bryant and save money in every way. Bryant provides you with solutions that save. Save big immediately with attractive rebates and save every day with lower operating costs. Most important though, the systems are selected to fit you. The right system, priced right, properly installed. That's the way Bryant works for you. How much can you save? Call for a free estimate. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111. We do whatever it takes.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
We're on the air.
Back. Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover. Just myself, Jake Sorensen, and AD today. AD, good to see you.
Morning, brother. Friday.
Yeah, feeling good?
Doing good, brother.
Golf
Doing
plans
good.
this weekend or not?
Possibly. I played yesterday and Iron Horse.
Just to be that secretive about it.
Yeah, look, possibly. Going to out to the farm in Johnson's Lake this weekend.
Are?
Yep.
I love Johnson Lake. I didn't know that place existed until about 4 years ago. I was doing my golf tour. I used to do a summer golf tour for the show. We don't do that anymore. I'm just too busy now.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I got an invite to play down at Elwood, the golf course just south of Johnson Lake.
Yep.
Which is great. And then there's a brewery right by the Johnson Lake.
There is a brewery.
Is it Canyon Lakes? I want to say it's awesome.
I don't know the name of it.
Yeah, it's a brewery right by one of the beaches out there.
It's a beautiful
awesome.
area, man.
Sweet.
Cool area. I played Firethorn yesterday, Jake.
You did.
Beat me like Apollo Creed beat Rocky in the first one.
Well, that happens, AD.
Yeah, in the first number of rounds. That course beat me. It always does, though. I mean, I just go there. I know it's going to be a bludgeoning, but be good. What about you? What do you got this weekend, man?
I don't have any plans. Today I'm playing in the Junior Achievement Golf Tournament. Myself, Eric Strickland, and Jay Foreman will be out there for that. So we'll do that, I think, at 10 o'clock at Hidden Valley Golf Course, Southeast Link. I haven't played that course in years.
They've done a lot of improvements
have
to
they?
it, man. Yeah,
good.
A lot of improvements to it. Absolutely.
One of my old bosses at the Beatrice Country Club, Brad, is the head pro out there.
Nice.
And there, so I know, but good to see him out there today.
Good people out there,
Be
man.
good.
Good
So that'll be a fun tournament for Junior Achievement. Looking forward to that. But yeah, this weekend probably pretty chill. You know, we got a baby. You know, we took our trip 2 weeks ago. That was fun. Now we do what we can on the weekends, but still try to be the best parents possible.
Jake, has it hit you yet that you're dad?
This morning it did for sure when I had to take care of the baby before the show. Yeah.
Whoa!
I got
what, 4 a.m.?
I got the kick from my wife at about 4. I mean, I usually wake up about 4:45. I get out of bed about 4:45. Get to the station by 5:15. About 4:40, I get the kick saying, "Hey,
time to feed her."
She's crying. And she had just fed her like an hour ago.
Yeah.
But she's like, she's fussing. You got to deal with this. Okay, I'll be up. But took me a while to calm her down. I'm not even sure if she was calmed down when I left. But I did the best I could because I got here like at 5:35 today, which is pretty late for me. But that's because I was dealing with the baby for 20 minutes or so, half hour this morning. So yeah, I think it kicked in last night there, AD, or this morning, AD, if it hadn't already. But we tried it. We try to still be active and have fun. You know, we're not going to just be the ones that sit at home all the time and do nothing. So I think our child, Scotland's did a nice job of letting us be us and still taking care of her in the process.
You know, I heard some advice years ago that either your kids will adjust to your schedule or they'll adjust to yours.
Right.
And obviously you got to give them their proper sleep and things of that nature. But and every kid's different too, man. Every kid's different. Some are more colicky than others, etc.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm going to say this. You've heard me say this a number of times already. It's going to go fast.
I've heard that, and if she's grown crazy, you know, it's 2 months next week basically. Already been 8 weeks. I got to give a shout out to a place that does not advertise. Free shout out. We don't do free shout outs, AT, but I'm doing it today.
You have to.
Last night was my mom's birthday, and we took her out. Yeah, we took her out last night. Later on in the evening, and we went to the Hallam Steakhouse. You ever been to Hallam before?
I've been to Hallam.
Hallam, if you don't know, Hallam's the town that 20 years ago
Destroyed.
was absolutely completely devastated and ravaged by a tornado. And, you know, it's probably the newest town in Nebraska because all the new houses there. But the Hallam Steakhouse is only a town of about 300 people. We had an incredible waitress there. She did she was in charge of the whole restaurant. There was like 15 tables, so it was full. Got a good steak. Check it out. If you like going to the small town restaurants, hitting the bars, Hallam Steakhouse was wonderful. So thanks to them, and good night with my parents out there to celebrate my mom's birthday.
You know, happy birthday again to your mom. How old is Mama now?
She's 63 as of yesterday.
63.
Yep.
Wow, Jake, I'm getting old because your mom's only 13 years older than I am. I'm getting old, bro.
No, that's okay. That's 13. There's 13 years built in there, AD. It's 13. Don't feel too bad. That's 13. That's a lot.
I can almost be your daddy.
No.
Come here, little Jakey. You little Jakey. Come here, you little early breaky.
Naya's like, what's going on over here? And the actual daughter is here. It's like, what's happening right now?
That's how fast it goes. My daughter's over there laughing.
Yeah,
I remember she was born, man. Yeah. Think about, when you're disciplining them. I would sometimes snatch the boys up.
Okay.
Because they would test me at times and I would snatch them up. I could look at Naya and it just waterworks. Just start crying. I mean, and her lip would go like this and her lip would go down and she would just start crying. I'd be like, Naya, all right, baby girl. But I could just look at her, Naya, like that, and she would just lose it. She would just lose it. the boys would just look at me like they were just like in another world.
Yeah.
But I'd have to snatch them up sometimes, man. But I always tell my wife, if I don't snatch them up, somebody else is going to snatch them up,
That's
and
true.
it's not going to be as polite to them. So I was hard on the boys, and we all laugh about it now because they're all adults now. But with Nia, I could just look at her, and she would just lose it. Sometimes she would hurt herself to make herself cry. I'm just like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, that's what I've seen that before. She might
jump off the bunk bed.
Scotland likes to like hit herself in the eye with her hands. It's like, that hurts. Do you just want to cry right now? You're intentionally scratching your face. You're poking your eye. Like, don't do that. It's not smart. It's gonna hurt.
Well, yeah.
Why are you doing that to yourself? It's not good.
Have you guys heard what's her nails start growing and she starts?
Listen, she came out of the womb with big nails.
Did she?
Yeah, because she had my wife takes all the vitamins in the world. She's healthy as heck, and so she must have passed all these healthy traits onto the child because she seriously came out of the womb with a scratch on her face from her own nails. We had to clip her nails within the first 3 days of her being alive.
She's gonna get manicures next month.
She has her nails clipped 4 or 5 times already in the first 7 weeks of life. It's craziness.
Manicures at 6 months.
Absolutely, yeah. She gets a home manicure 5 or 6 times already. It's ridiculous at this point, but she's great. She's got a very loud cry. We know her lungs are healthy in that regard.
She good.
She can scream, she can yell, but she's also very precious most of the time too. So
absolutely.
That is it for us to drive with Raf AD and Amon Green is next for Steve Sipple and Bill Busch. I am Jake Sorensen. We will see you on Monday.
Gaina Trucking is hiring for heavy equipment operators and a heavy equipment mechanic.